We're good.
And we're good.
But if you put it in your mouth and it chokes you up for a second.
Yeah, tight squeeze with this many people in here.
You're the same height, but at least you're comfortable, right? Yeah. The nice about that one, you can take that out and just hold it in your hand if you want.
Oh yeah, all right.
You don't have to lean up.
I just got to see that screen for 1 second.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's
Yeah, now you're living. There we are. Can you turn my headphones up, John?
Yeah, you should be.
Hit me there. Yeah, that's good right there.
The music, when we play like the intro and stuff, it'll be loud in the headphones, and then after that, it'll be like this level.
Normal.
Everybody's headphone level will sound okay?
Yep.
How about you, Jake? Yeah, cool. He's doing good over there.
Yeah, he's good. If I don't see Ross, I'm out.
Yeah, you can't see me. Ross, I'm up. I'd be like this. You can't see me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to just tuck in
into the camera. Yeah.
If I don't see Ross, I'm out of here. I'm John Cena. I usually say the same thing.
Yeah. We need more people to donate to Bucks for the Boys so we can set up that multi-cam.
I know. We need a bigger table, too.
Yeah.
A couple more splitters.
Cool. Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the hard part. Normally Mark does this for me.
I'm going to count it down.
Yeah, give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Missed it, but close enough. Hello. I'm John Stairs. You're listening to Topics Under the Stairs. As always, I'm joined by Ryan.
Hello there.
Mark is out today.
He's got the sniffles.
Yeah, we had our ice fishing extravaganza this past weekend, and he did not make it back unscathed.
Did the captain take over?
Dude, we slept in the guest house together. There's like a main house, and there's a couple of the guys where it's like, when they get together, they stay up until fucking 4 or 5 in the morning every night.
That's some nonsense right there.
And I just can't hang. So we slept in the guest house next door, and all night this last night, Mark had this cough. I'm like, this is like the death rattle. This is not good. So on the way home, he was a mess. And I'm like, I'm just going to be a mess after being in the truck with him for 4 hours. But I'm fine. A couple of the other guys did not make it. They still have a cold, too.
Yep.
So, but yeah.
Another day or two.
Yep. So Mark's hanging. Hopefully he feels better. We'll get into details about ice fishing in a minute. We have a full house tonight.
Yes, we do.
I think the fullest house we've ever had.
I think you're right.
We have the guys from Cooked Alive with us.
Hell yeah.
And it's an exciting time. We've got show announcements. We've got EP release announcements.
Yep.
A lot of things coming. It's a busy week for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. About to get real busy.
We're going to introduce all those guys and hear the full scoop of the inception of the band, what they got going on, and what to expect in the future. Before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by Revival Motoring. Check out revivalmotoring.com for all the information on all the shows. Us here at Topics Under the Stairs, the Revival Motoring Show, our friends at Loose is Fast. Check out old episodes of Talking Motorcycles. You can check out the Bucks for the Boys system if you want to support us a little more than just listening.
Bucks for the boys!
Bucks for the Boys is our value for value method to help keep the lights on here at the studio, pay for all this equipment. It's a good thing we've had a good couple months of Bucks for the Boys because I just broke out like 15 extra microphones.
Yes, you did.
So that's what all that pays for. You know, these beautiful lights, this TV, this mixing board I don't know how to use.
I was going to ask, can we change it to UV in the summer? I'd like to get like a base tan. You know,
Yeah.
something to get me going.
I would like a warmer light. Josh did actually change some shit around with this, he said, because he wanted to see the neon kick lights more.
Gotcha.
So we'll see if people on the YouTubes notice a difference. But yeah, check out revivalmotoring.com, revivalmotoring.com/B for Bucks for the Boys, or a bunch of other random stuff in the store, koozies, coffee, shirts. I don't know what merch is left, but check it out. Keep an update on that. And I think there's going to be another pre-order for some embroidered stuff soon.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Start looking out for some of the upcoming
The spring gear for
get-together.
dust off.
Dust off stuff, but the get-together stuff.
Yeah. Donut meet's starting up again soon. Get your cars out. I just got my oil change stuff. Break that shit out soon.
Sweet.
Yep.
Take delivery of some parts to possibly make the car go up and down this year.
Yeah. Oh, we got to remember that's in my trunk.
Yeah, I know.
Before we leave tonight. I'm trying to think of other Revival Motoring updates. Nothing really specific there. Callbacks. You got some callbacks?
No, pretty dry this week. Not much going on.
That's okay because I am wet.
Yeah. Wet and dirty, baby.
Jeez. Yeah.
It's going to be that kind of party, huh?
What, you guys don't want to get wet?
Stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Took the words out of my mouth. Want to get out of here. This is short talk.
You hear zip, just keep walking.
Yeah.
But if you put it in your mouth and it chokes you up for a second.
So last week, like I said, Mark roped me into this whole ice fishing thing, and I fucking love it. Which is weird because I hate everything in the
You had a grasp
winter.
with that auger like you just meant business.
Yeah. Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Did you see the comment that Dylan left on that fucking picture?
I don't think so.
I have this video of me with the auger drilling into the ice, and I was wearing a Sanguisuga Bog shirt, and Dylan wrote Sanguis Auger Bog.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I
like,
did see
man,
that. That was a good one.
This kid's just full of hits.
So clever, right?
Yeah.
He is a clever guy. They'll be on next week, actually. We're going to have another full house next week. Held Captives coming in next week.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Back to back. And it's great timing because
Nice.
show announcement.
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
going to lead off with this?
Yeah, we'll get to that. So we'll get all the bullshit background out of the way first. So yeah, ice fishing was sick. Had a great time. Weather was perfect. It's like we were out there in t-shirts, but we had 15 inches of ice still.
That's awesome.
So it was like best of both worlds.
Because you were up in Maine, right?
Yeah, we were in Moosehead, like Greenville, Maine. I did get the gnarliest bruise, and I am.
Dude, you showed me. It's fucking disgusting.
The thing that's fucked up is it's not because I was wrecked, and it's not because I fell on the ice,
The
which
best
are the
part
two
is-
things
yeah.
like that you would think would happen at ice drinking.
Yeah.
But no, it was neither. I fell down the stairs because I'm an idiot. But it is fucking crazy.
That looks like some pit bullshit right there. Like you
I got
Maybe-
lit the fuck up.
maybe didn't get caught when you jumped off the stage.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, right.
So I might be taking it easy at the next couple shows because
Yeah.
my hip might fucking dislocate or something.
That's what happens when you get old.
It sucks.
So you've in the last couple of years you've gone to a dozen shows and you're now seeing 3 different specialists because of that.
Yeah, I just finished physical therapy from American Nightmare a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Welcome to your 40s, John.
Yeah, seriously. No, ice fishing was great. Had a lot of fun out there. It's a good time. Can't wait to do it again next year.
Nice.
I do have some listener callbacks. Let me hit those quick before I forget. Where's that message? This is from Iaki1432, Matt. I followed and gave 5-star review on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Wouldn't let me leave a message, but I wanted to give you guys a shout out that everyone's doing awesome. Alex Strobel's episode really hit home.
Thanks, buddy.
Lost my father to cancer 12 years ago, and I never cried and laughed like that back to back after I listened to that episode with you guys. So thanks for listening, man. That was
Thank you much. Yeah, that was a whirlwind that day.
we got more feedback from that episode than like any episode ever. So DDG, Dead Dad Gang. Backyard Spider, David C. Ask when the fucking roast beef show is going to happen so I can see John crowd kill some fucking kids. So this is our buddy that lives way up in Maine. And he met us at the tattoo convention. And then he got his first tattoo. We met him for the first time there. His first tattoo was a Topics Under the Stairs tattoo. And we were talking about how orange juice with pulp is shitty. And Mark called it the devil's pubes. So our tattoo artist friend made up a design that is the devil's pubes, like orange juice carton.
On a carton.
Yeah. Topics Under the Stairs, the devil's pubes, 100% all pulp.
That's so sick.
And saw that and goes, did that man get a tattoo of your show?
Yeah.
Himself?
And it was his first tattoo.
Absolutely did, and it was his first tattoo, and she's just shaking her head.
I am more excited that his first tattoo says pubes.
I was like, I'm at the stage where it's like I'm almost ready to start getting trashy tattoos.
Because I can speak for a lot of the people at this table right now, and I don't think any of us have the word pubes
That's what
on
I'm
us.
saying. Like I'm like teetering on trashy, and I don't know if I do pubes yet.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking amazing. But yeah, so he came up and he was going to meet us at the show. And I hadn't talked to him for a few days before the convention, and he went because like it was not widely circulated that the show got canceled originally. So he actually was at the roast beef place, and he was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Dude,
Oh man.
I'm like the headline band had to drop off last minute, and sorry,
And that's it.
but come meet us at this brewery." So
Couldn't even get a roast beef sandwich.
couldn't even get a roast beef sandwich. They weren't even open. So yeah, he
Sorry,
ended up.
brother.
Yeah, but there's more. There's I think he talked about maybe going to Salem. That's probably the next closest one. So we'll post all the details for that stuff. So big shouts to Dave. Greatly appreciate the support and your topics under the stairs.
It's awesome.
Orange juice tattoo.
Yep.
I don't think I had any other messages there. I got a couple newses and our news segment. Do the news first because that's the button I hit.
Breaking news.
Lehigh Acres woman dumps pickled pork on ex's couch. This woman literally broke into her ex-boyfriend's house and dumped pickled hot dogs all over his couch. Like, didn't key the car. Didn't key the car.
Well, it's probably easier to replace the couch than repaint the
that's
car.
Old school.
That is old school.
Pickles are the new,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pickles
so
the new jam, yeah.
Pickled hot dogs and hot dog water all over the couch.
Well, you know how that smells.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
how that smells now.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd
That's
rather
true.
take the keys.
Yeah, the key's fixable. That couch is going in the trash. This one was interesting. So, Iditarod, like big dog sled race
dog sled,
in
yeah.
Alaska. A dude hit a moose
Ooh.
with his dog sled set up. The fucking thing got tangled in all the lines between the dogs and killed the moose. Well, or it put the moose down to the point where the dude had to shoot the moose. So he shot the moose, cleaned it up as best he could out of the course.
Yeah.
Continued on, notified personnel. The fucking Fish and Game Police fined him for not properly gutting the moose because you're supposed to like remove the innards. Even if you leave it, you're supposed to like whatever the fuck you call it.
Fuck's he supposed to do that on the side of the road?
He's supposed to be in a dog sled race, prepare the meat.
So if I randomly hit a moose, I have to jump out and be like, "Hold on, let me take my hunting knife
Yeah.
out and start removing the stomach
Yeah,
innards."
you have to remove the innards and prepare all the meat into fillets. And
Do you have to package and mark the weight too?
I think so. So yeah, this dude had to fly one of his dogs via helicopter to the vet from the injury.
Yeah.
Finish this dog sled race, and he's getting fined for not properly fucking skinning a moose or some shit. Like Alaska's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of hot dogs, Phil in the chat asked, "Are normal hot dogs not pickled?" I don't think technically.
I believe cured, but I don't know pickled. I guess it's
Yeah, pickled.
maybe
I
the
mean,
same
it's not
thing?
in like a jar of vinegar,
Right.
but I bet that would be good.
Smoky. I don't know.
Hot dogs. I remember.
Pickled hot dogs?
Had
What was the Limp Bizkit
Yeah.
album?
Hot dogs
Something or
are
other?
hot dog flavored water. Yeah.
Chocolate starfish.
And the hot dog flavored water.
that's what it was.
That's
Yeah.
what that couch smells like now.
It does. Philadelphia Phillies are scrapping the $1 hot dog nights. So apparently,
Cheap bastards.
Now it's $100 hot dog.
yeah. Well, it's not for the money at Phillies games when people get pissed. I mean, it's
they throw hot dogs?
Yeah, historically, Philadelphia is known for unruly fans.
Would you
gonna
rather
say.
get hit with a hot dog than batteries, though, or something?
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Might be
that-
a little weird, but a little dog to the face don't hurt nobody, you know?
You may be insulted,
But
but
if
you
you
have a
put it in
tasty
your
snack
mouth-
now. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, they're just firing hot dogs around and they're all over the field. And so they're hoping that the price increase will deter people from having meat stick fights. So we'll
I
see.
doubt it.
We'll see. Jury's still out.
I have a quick news, which is really funny.
Okay.
Hopefully this is true, but it was said that Mike Tyson is slated to fight Jake Paul this year.
I heard this morning,
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw
say
that.
I have
He
something related to that. Too.
Is going to fucking murder that child.
this can't be real.
I hope it
This
is
can't
real.
be real. This has to be like,
Yeah.
a money grab. Let's just make a
I mean,
fun
sure,
thing.
that's fine, but
And it's going to be on Netflix, which is like the big publicity stunt. I think it's going to be the
damn.
first
The
fight
Jake
that's going to be on
Paul
Netflix.
is a like
This is
secret beast that just
No.
destroys everyone. Or
It could
is
be.
this all set up?
That's what I was
I've
thinking.
so I've seen I don't
But he's an
follow
amateur.
him at all, and he is an amateur, but he is like not a bad fighter.
That's what
right.
I'm
So
saying,
like
yeah.
he has beat the shit out of some people that I wanted to see kick his ass because
Yeah.
he annoys me. But I'm like, fuck, he's actually a decent fighter. But Mike Tyson is gonna fucking kill him.
The real
Yeah,
question is, are they wearing headgear?
Probably.
If he beats Mike Tyson, then you know.
That's like,
Tyson,
right.
Tyson's
Yeah.
57.
I don't
That's
know.
He's
I
57.
understand Mike Tyson's like 130, but still.
but that's like career made.
But did you see him knock out Allen from The Hangover? He was still fast.
Yeah. Well, I do have something related to that.
All right.
Today in history.
Today, in 1987, American boxer Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight to acquire the World Boxing Association Championship belt when he defeated James Smith in 12 rounds. So,
That's interesting. It just happens to all be. Maybe that's why they announced it today.
could be.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is for a reason.
yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
is coincidence in
Exactly.
life.
That's true. That's true.
I went down a quick YouTube hole with my son, who was like 14, and just showed him some of the early Tyson stuff, and he's like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
he's a fucking animal."
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was.
It was a big deal. Like when I remember when I was a kid, like when a Tyson fight came out, it was like everybody was over.
It stopped.
It was like-
That was like $70 a fight back in the 90s, and that's a lot of goddamn money.
Yeah.
yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as a quick
But there
knockout.
was something special about ordering a pay-per-view. And
Well, that was back when you
know what
also
I'm saying?
you ordered wrestling pay-per-view, and that wasn't.
Yeah, it's
really
like make a
the-
special meal for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the channel just pops up magically now.
Yeah.
Didn't you used to have to
Yeah.
order it on the phone? Like you made a phone
Yeah,
call.
you made
Oh,
a
yeah,
phone call,
yeah.
and then you got like a special pay-per-view
You had to
channel
steal your
sent to
dad's credit
fucking-
card
yeah.
and order it, and then get your ass kicked a week later when the bill came in.
Oh, we got Mark in the chat. Tyson's gonna.
There he is.
Tyson's gonna rock that.
Yes, he
clown.
is, Mark.
Yeah. One more this day in history that was interesting. Well, not I guess mildly interesting because I like Stanley Kubrick. He died today in 1999.
Oh damn.
So I was a freshman in high
It
school.
was that long ago.
Yep.
When did they make?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
I think Eyes Wide Shut was 97.
All right.
Good question.
I think it was
supposedly
99.
He stood like editing that movie after it was released and everything, but
1999. Yeah.
yeah,
No shit.
Yeah.
he's the man. I just went down like I was like, I watched like a bunch of like Stanley Kubrick documentaries lately, and The Shining though, like I think it was around around Halloween. I was about to say Christmas. So yeah, like after watching The Shining again and then getting back into him, dude was the man.
Yeah.
The Terrifier Christmas this year. It's going to be exciting. That's going to be the new Christmas movie for the year.
What is it?
Terrifier's coming out with a Christmas movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's got to be your next Halloween costume. Yeah. No, I have a Halloween party every year, and Matt shows up with the best costumes every year.
Yeah, and then I lose every year too.
You lose to Jess because she's a
Well,
maniac.
Jess is Jess.
Yeah,
man.
but
she shouldn't be allowed to compete anymore.
The fatal flaw with every costume you have is it makes it impossible to speak, eat, or drink, which are the three things that you want to do at a party.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. I think that's pretty much all the bullshit I got. Ready to dive on in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Kimbo was wild.
Kimbo Slice was fucking nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a good street fighter.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? When it came down to like rules and regulations in the ring,
Less so.
need a little time.
But yeah. Hey, he had the hype train going for sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he would smash anyone on the side of the road or in the backyard.
Yeah. And those are the most entertaining videos.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch them there than in a ring.
100%. 100%.
Bare
Yep.
knuckles. Like,
Yeah, bare
Oh,
knuckles.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a different game. You throw the pads,
Yeah.
bare knuckles, so different, you know?
yeah.
Like I said, we got the boys from Cooked Alive with us.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love the name. I love it.
We've been talking about this for a while. Matt is a repeat guest.
Welcome back, Matt.
Yep.
Thank you.
Matt's not 50, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not 50.
I just turned 40. Thanks.
$49.99 is not 50. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact. I believe it was the episode that Matt was on that started my beautiful blossoming friendship with Ryan from Widowmaker.
Was it that episode? Yeah,
I'm
it might have
pretty
been,
sure. Yeah. Yeah. It was when I was.
trashed his artwork.
It was when I was talking shit about Widowmaker artwork, and now we're like best friends, and he hires me to work on his artwork.
How it goes.
Yeah. And coincidentally enough, the show is now at Widowmaker.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
St. Patty's Day.
yeah.
Patty's Day.
Nice.
St. Patrick's Day banger. We'll get to that. But let's start with the inception of the band.
Let's
so,
introduce the band first.
yeah. So we'll go around, we'll do a little round table, everybody can raise their hand. So we've got Jason. Jay, you play guitar, right?
Get close
Yep.
on that mic, brother.
Yeah, one of these mics.
You pick one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah, so you play guitar. We've got Ross. You also play guitar.
Yes, I do.
We got Matt.
Yes, I sing.
Matt sings. We got Anthony.
Yeah, play bass and sing.
Yeah, and we've got Russell.
Yep, play drums, and I'm the newest member.
Nice. So all you guys have some sort of history playing music in some capacity. I've talked about this when we've had other music-related episodes in the past. I think we're all kind of, obviously it's a wide range, but at an age now where everybody's at a very different point in their lives versus when you're like, 16, 17 jamming with friends, and it's like that is 100% the only fucking thing you have to think about. So, now looking back when you guys formed this band, how did it start? How did you make it work? It seems like you guys are really in sync and on the same page as far as what you're trying to accomplish and practicing. How did that all come to be from the start?
Well, I guess it started, we're all in bands before doing whatever. And me and Ross, we would jam out and just, fuck around for a while. And really the whole thing, this solid band came to with some all falling in line out of magical ways because we would just jam. We couldn't find members, especially nowadays, people to be solid that can commit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To do shit. You know what I mean?
Between careers and houses and fucking
absolutely.
relationships, whatever.
And a big thing, no one wants to see it before it's done.
Yeah.
They don't see the whole project. They're like, oh yeah, I don't really know what's happening. You know what I mean? Until the end product. So no one really jumping on. So we're jamming for a while, doing our thing, and
Yeah, we had a studio for 2 years where it was just me and Anthony.
Yep.
And for the first year, we didn't even write anything. It was we'd go in and we'd freestyle for an hour or two at a time, and kind of almost do a whole set freestyle, not remember any of it. Come back 3 days later and do it all again.
Yep.
We did that for a year.
Yep.
That probably, I would imagine that helps you guys kind of get in sync with your playing styles too, as far as writing
Absolutely.
together in
I
the
was
future.
actually playing drums at first,
Yeah,
though.
he was playing drums. I was playing guitar. That was it.
Yeah.
And we kind of wrote a set. It was a lot more it had a little more power violence kind of influence than we have now.
Yeah.
The songs were a minute and a half, 2 minutes long.
Yep.
They were like skeletons,
Yeah.
And then Anthony did some traveling for a while, so we I moved. I bought a house.
Yep.
He was traveling. We weren't really in touch all the time, and
I was doing production too, rap and pop and just
Yeah,
Yeah.
recording
too,
people
yeah,
and
yeah.
all that. You know what I mean?
It seems like you kind of, Anthony, you just kind of grab onto whatever and do it.
Yeah, I've been
with
doing
music.
my whole entire life. You know what I mean? That's been my main focus. It's the one main thing that I can say that I'm good at. So
See, even years ago, how long have you been playing guitar, bass, drums? When did you start picking up other instruments?
since a child, my mother got me a drum set when I was 2.
Oh wow, okay.
And it's just been on from there. Then playing guitar, seeing it in the house. My household had a lot of music, in it. So I had a guitar there from forever.
Yeah.
I started playing. Me and Ross have been playing together since probably 8th grade.
Wow.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
freshman
we were
year, high school.
14, 13 when we met.
No shit.
Yeah.
And I met them because I joined a band with him and Tony Brum and
Yeah.
Novik.
Yeah.
That was when we were
Yeah.
little kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the beginning days. Those were because we started a band, and right before then I was singing for 40 SLS. He quit
Yeah.
right before we started the band. He was like, I'm like, yo, we're gonna scrap this and we're gonna redo the whole band. He's like, oh fuck this, I'm out of here.
We did that 3 times.
Yeah.
I said fuck it, and then they did their thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But anyways, fast forward, boom, 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 boom. I come back and he's like, yo, I got a couple guys playing because Jay's his neighbor.
Jay's my neighbor. So I buy my house, I move in, and my neighbor, he's got a Ford fucking Ranger.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And so I see
Nothing you can't do with a Ford fucking Ranger.
I see on the back window he's got a Slayer sticker. Anybody could have a
Cannibal
Slayer
Corpse.
sticker, but he's got the Cannibal Corpse sticker too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, look at this motherfucker over here.
A little
So
tear comes down
I approach
I
him.
found my people.
Yeah, we
the right
both
house.
listen to metal. That's what's up. Oh, I play. Oh, yeah, I play too. It was cool. Yeah, we both smoke weed. Fucking sweet. you know?
Yeah.
So
Match made in heaven.
I still had the studio. Eventually, I got rid of the studio and I moved my equipment home
Yep.
and I put it in my garage. The next day, Jay texts me. He's like, "Hey, I got a half stack." And it was just like, all right, here
So you
go.
basically converted your whole garage to a
yeah.
fucking studio practice
Fire
room.
studio practice room.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dream, a
It's kind of
child's
like
dream.
my childhood dream.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
actually have it.
Yeah, that's sick.
I know. That's how I feel when I get behind the drums there.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, shit, I wish this was at my house.
Yeah, the place looks so cool.
Yeah, so it comes, and he's next door. I come home from Mexico, right? And he's like, "Yo, come over here. You got to see this, right?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right, whatever." And he's like, "I'm like, well, let me sing. Who's singing?" He's like, "Well, Sousa's singing." I'm like, "Fucking Sousa?
And I was just like, nah,
Where did he
dude.
come from?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Sousa's singing."
You mean like Killigan, Susan?
Yeah, like I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, now I have to see what you're doing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. What the hell you guys
So I
got going
pull
on
up,
over here?
And they're like, the skeletons, some of the songs, and I'm like, and at the time, is R.I.P. Our buddy Errol was playing drums.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this is fucking pretty dope. I'm like, you guys got something going on here. And I'm like, I'll play bass. And Ross is like, oh, dope, because I didn't want to ask you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the thing, nobody wants to be
Yeah.
a bass player. You know what
We've
I'm
talked
saying?
about that. You end up playing bass because somebody just has to do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'll play bass. I like playing bass. You know what I mean? We stopped messing around a little bit. We're like, damn, we need a drummer. Finding a drummer nowadays who's solid and can commit.
And not in 14 other bands.
Yeah, like impossible. So we had
Yeah.
a couple people in mind. We were shooting for him, hoping he'd come. And he eventually came through, learned the songs in like 20 minutes, literally. And like, now we're here.
Dude, and it's funny. I was talking to Ross at that Wasp Mother show we were at. I'm like, I love that the songs have parts and length because I
Yes.
I love like, I was talking to Pete from Wasp Mother about this actually. I'm like, so can you tell me why what I listened to 15 years ago that was grind is now called power violence and what the fucking difference is? Because I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, I was saying it's like the short songs. So many bands are doing it. Even bands that aren't necessarily like a grind band now. Like everything song is like
Because
fucking
everyone's
45
attention
seconds.
span is like 2 seconds, and it's kind of a capo. You can write
Yeah.
like a quick riff, a quick little breakdown piece, a quick little repeat, song's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then go back to
Catchy.
doom scrolling in between songs.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like one of the first things I think I said to Ross because he sent me one of the songs, and I was out like driving my truck somewhere.
I'm like, you drove to the store and back and the fucking same song still on?
No, I was like, I went to go get some shit at Harbor Freight, and I remember being in there for like ever because that store always like
Yeah.
anything with
Best store ever.
Sucks you're
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, I go to leave there and put on the song, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, dude, this is the sickest shit ever. Like, I can't wait to text him back. Like, yes, 100%. I want to do it. You know, like,
That's exactly what it was.
Well, this
Yeah.
part-
yeah. And then I'll never forget. Well, like the first thing I said was like, dude, the song structure is amazing. Who wrote
Exactly.
this? And he said, me. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah,
This is
I
awesome.
think it was the
Like,
fourth
I-
song.
I love the fact that things like
Dead
the
Weight
good-
Tomorrow.
the good riffs get repeated too, because
Weight, yeah, that's the
and a
name
lot
of
of like the catchy parts were repeating things like that because that's not how I write. I write like, it's like a line, like riff
Yeah.
until it ends, and
Yeah, there's no chorus, there's no verse, there's no bridge.
That's
it's
what we
just,
wanted to
it's just
bring
go,
back.
go. Yeah.
there
The
is, but, like,
structurals of songs.
It's,
Yeah.
it's so weird. Yeah,
Yeah, we wanted to make like brutal heavy music, but at the same time, it's like consumable and it's
Yeah.
catchy. And
Absolutely.
You know who had a lot to do with that was Errol had a lot to do with that.
He
too,
did.
at the beginning.
Errol had everything to do with that.
He did.
He put this whole.
He
thing
would fight with me
on
every
track.
practice. And I'm happy he
Very
did.
militant
Yeah.
When it came to practices, we went over things 100%
Militantly.
Yeah, it was good to have him there. It kind of like he was the backbone of the thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Errol
Totally
actually
agree.
taught me timing. I was garbage before him. It took a 15-year-old man to teach me something.
And it's funny you said that like about the song structure. Like when we had Maddie from Euclid on, and he was talking about that. He's like, a lot of people hate on pop music, and he was like, but what makes a good like hardcore song or a good metal song is the exact same format.
Yes, sir. Well,
The
actually,
format works.
I did the recording and the production on the CD, the EP that's coming out.
Yeah.
It's my first metal project. Like I said, I did all pop, rap, all the different things before. So
Yeah.
when I took those elements and brought it to like brutal death metal, hardcore that we're playing,
Yeah.
it gave it that almost clean, compressed sound that's
Yeah.
consumable, and you know what I mean. So you could crank it as loud as you want, and it's still gonna bang like a hip hop song. There's
Yeah.
808 drops in there, and all
Yeah,
different
yeah.
things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's even with the 2 demo songs that are out. Like the bass drops are like perfect.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's like, even if you don't play music, you don't know what you're doing. In your mind, something just doesn't sound right. Like if it doesn't hit that right, like you're not on the time. Like it just doesn't sound
it
right.
still has to synchronize in your brain.
Exactly.
Frequencies have to make you feel like, okay, this makes sense to me.
I have to completely fucking derail this for 1 second.
Okay.
So, because I'm forgetting something that we have a sponsored segment that's very quick.
Oh boy.
You guys can talk amongst yourself while I go get this sample out of the car that we have to try. Are you guys Coke or Pepsi people?
Oh, here we go.
Coke.
Here we fucking go.
Coke, right?
Coked alive.
Yeah.
Coke.
That's a different band with much more energy. Coke to live. Yeah.
No, I'll be right
Coke,
back. There's
unless-
something that somebody gave
Unless
us to
Pepsi
try.
wants to sponsor me, then Pepsi tastes better.
Pepsi's great. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm a whore for the Spotify money. Let's do it. Yeah. No, so the little bit of backstory is we had, I don't know, it started we have these like food debates here sometimes, and it started with Coke versus Pepsi. And Mark and I both said, well, I prefer Pepsi over Coke. And John thought we were heathens and said Coke's better. And then it just kind of spiraled out of control, and the chat went off, and we're getting messages. And I don't know, some people want to die over Coke. I don't know. I don't care that much.
I mean,
but
they're both poison, really.
right.
But,
If you, I was like, if you give me a choice, I'm going to drink root beer anyway. But like,
glass
two in front of
bottle from
So-
a different country, so it's sugar cane Mexican sorta, so it's the actual sugar
that's
cane
really
with
good.
Did you
all
listen
the
to the
extra
episode?
poison.
Because that was verbatim what
No.
somebody said.
No.
Verbatim.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
the truth.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the stuff that America puts in and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I just find Coke like
Not
so
to go there.
gassy. Like I don't know. I'm a Pepsi guy. I always have
Popular
been.
opinion.
See, I'm a Dr. Pepper person.
Yeah.
That
I
just
always get
burns.
that when I go to Burger King.
Canada Dry ginger ales. Gingies all day.
Yeah, I think that's really all I drink is like ginger ale. Like usually like diet ginger ale.
Orange
too.
juice
Like,
and
if it's
ginger ale is just what I survive off of. And ice cream sandwiches.
Together? Or? It's like a creamsicle. Oh boy. Oh no. What color? What is that?
What is this?
Yeah, what?
Spiced?
John, so while you were going, he said cane sugar glass bottle from a different country. Like verbatim what the other people said. Yep.
Exactly.
That's so weird.
So spiced Coca-Cola.
Yeah, what?
So this is going to be worse than regular
So
Coca-Cola?
it's gonna be like Dr. Pepper.
Spiced with what? Like more poison.
Does it say
does it
captain?
have
They couldn't say spiked, so they just called it
Yeah, yeah.
spiced.
It says captain on the side somewhere.
We're about to find out.
We are
Inside of
about
it,
to
right?
find out.
Yeah.
The only thing worse than Coke is warm Coke. So this will be great.
No, this came out of a fridge a few hours ago.
All right.
Do we have
It's
enough?
cold outside too.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Full
6,
sample?
7-ish, I think. I don't know.
Full sample.
That's still cold.
Coldish.
Thank you.
Pass them down. All right.
Thank you. Oh, it smells spicy.
Smells like raspberry.
Actually, it does smell like raspberry.
Soda. Though.
I like how we're all doing like it's
I know.
a fine
let's
wine.
go ahead. Let it breathe. Let it breathe,
smell
boys.
hints of
Come on.
raspberry in there.
Go swish it around.
Hints of mint.
Snozzberry
Yeah.
smell like snozzberry.
Yeah, I'm a cola sommelier. So this segment is sponsored by Paul McGraw.
Rick V. Dub, Mexican Coke's the play.
He does,
In more
absolutely.
ways than one, yeah.
Mexican
So-
Coke is the play.
So Paul McGraw was gonna order this to a store near my house because he's in West Virginia.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You need to do a live tasting of this with everybody." And I'm like, "Okay."
Tastes like Coke.
It just
Yeah,
tastes like
that's-
regular Coke.
Well, when it hits the back of your throat,
Pause. Jesus, my goodness.
when it hits the
When you
back
put
of
it in your
throat-
mouth. Yeah.
It hits the back of your throat.
Yeah, when it does that, it reminds me of like what alcohol does when, like, I haven't drank in like 5 years now, but it like reminds me of what alcohol feels like, you know, like that burning you get.
Yeah.
Like it burns with no actual reward.
And then you
yeah.
and then you taste Coke afterwards, and it's
Yeah.
just like strange.
It's funny. That's
It actually, to me, it tastes like the fucking off-brand, like RC Cola Coke.
It tastes like Coke, but not as sweet.
Yes, it tastes just
I
like
kinda
shitty
like it.
Coke. it just tastes.
It tastes like Wicked Flash.
Like you left it in
Flat.
your, like if you left it in your car for 3 days,
almost
and
like there's
then went and
cough
got it.
medicine inside of it.
That's what Paul
Cherry
said. So
cough medicine.
Paul said the best way I could
or
describe it
potpourri-ish.
is if it had like Captain in it, but it's just regular Coke.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's what it is. It probably would be good with Captain though,
It probably would be good with Captain.
because they give it that like it got almost like that licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a like flatter. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like flat licorice. If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's called Coca-Cola Spiced, but it's raspberry. I don't know
never
why.
seen
Oh,
that.
I didn't even know it was raspberry.
I don't know why it's called spiced, but it's also raspberry flavor. It says raspberry spiced Coke.
Maybe
I
it's
didn't take
some
notice
kind of
of
sponsorship. Spiced is some kind of
Yeah, it's probably some fucking brand.
Oh, like
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Dunkin' Ice Spice.
Yeah.
What's her
See
name?
what I'm
Drink or
saying?
whatever.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I'm thinking.
There's some influencer behind it.
Mozambique Cola is hilarious.
If that was a thing, I would be all over that. Ernie Dollars. Ernie Dollars knows what's up. Listen, hey, I have had so much fun talking to him. I haven't seen him in a million years, and we chatted up for a while at the Plymouth show, and then at the New Bedford show, we were talking for a while. That kid's a fucking riot,
The
man.
best.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Came by my house this morning just to drop me off some weed before the podcast. So shout out.
Yeah, he is the fucking best. At that New Bedford show, we would just sit at the table talking. We didn't even watch fucking half the band. Yeah, it was fun. We were talking about yoga. You should try yoga. You got to try yoga, Ernie. Got to try yoga. It's good for the body. I've been skipping it this week after my little back situation.
Yeah.
But man, all right. Now I'm gonna not derail this anymore. I promise. If I didn't do that now, though, I would have completely forgot and dropped the ball when somebody from a different state bought a soda to drink on the podcast. Who is a dear friend of ours.
Thanks, Paul. Love you, buddy.
Thanks, Paul.
If I was homeless, I would drink it. Or if like I, like, you know what I mean? If I had no other choice.
I would drink it to make room for the change I was asking for.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fine. So yeah, the song structure, that's a big thing. And there's so many new bands that are in a similar category that are not doing it. And I think that is what really makes you guys stand apart.
In recording, everybody uses the same sounds, the same drum samples, the same guitar plugins, the same, and we didn't do that. You know what I mean? We did a mixture of a lot of different things, a lot of different live elements, different elements that made it together. I use because I do production, so I add a lot of production sounds and stuff, but I also did a lot of live because it's still metal.
Yeah,
so you can't lose
it needs to
that, you know
have.
what I mean?
It can't sound completely mechanical, produced. Yeah,
absolutely. So we did the best I could. I mean, this is my first metal project actually.
Yeah,
putting together. So, but I think it came out great.
What I've heard, the two songs I've heard sound fucking great.
Yeah.
I've been banging them constantly. They're in my heavy rotation. What now? The technology now versus when you were in a heavy band years ago is very different.
Oh my God, yeah.
Do any of you guys mess with like the computer processing stuff for guitars?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
100%.
So you basically just plug in the guitar into a computer.
Absolutely, yeah. You just plug it right into an interface.
Yeah.
Don't say it out loud to this guy. Russell over here is the analog man.
Yeah.
I have like an old like Soundcraft analog console and shit at my house.
Yeah.
and, like,
And I'm the digital guy.
yeah.
And
Yep.
So if we meet in the middle, we
Yeah.
can, you know.
Yeah.
that's another like
Our
sick
powers
part.
combined.
It's 5 mini robots, one giant line robot. You know?
But so you do use that technology and embrace it.
Absolutely. Because it's so much different though than it was like 5-10 years ago. Like you can use a guitar plugin now, and it sounds dope. All your favorite
it
artists
does.
that you love right now, metal and all,
They're using them.
all are using it.
Yeah.
100%.
I was even when Matty was talking about using it for Euclid. I'm like, he's telling me he's using like fucking 9-string guitars tuned down to I don't even know what. Like the fucking strings are gonna fall off the thing. They're so
Yeah,
loose.
you might as well
Yeah.
speak Greek to me at that point. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, but with the digital stuff, do you feel like there's a point where it's like it can be used for good or evil? Like you can go too far and make it
100%.
sound too mechanical?
100% can make it sound mechanical, especially when you're doing the drums and people are snapping it to the grid right on. They're not doing any feel because a live drummer, even if you're the fucking man, you're still gonna have those slight little flans that are off.
Yeah.
He might hit a rim
Which is
shot.
what makes the song.
But that's what makes the song 100%.
like when we're at practice or something.
It makes you
like-
know it's not a drum machine too, you know?
Exactly.
Gives it some life.
Yep. Like I noticed it like the other day. We're like working on a new song, and I always like I've been doing this now, and like I just take my phone and put the voice recorder on behind my kit, and just so I can really hear the drums in there, like really prominent and stuff, and remember what I'm doing. And I don't know, man. There's those like every once in a while when you're in a band, you've been in like bands as a kid and stuff too. Like now, doing this as an adult, there's some things like that. Like
are we adults or are we just old?
I know.
I don't consider myself an adult personally.
I know. Yeah, me neither, man. But
That mortgage says otherwise, but you know.
But yeah, like that like there's always that special like take, you know, like, oh man, I'm so happy I like recorded that one thing because that's the way the song should be.
Yeah,
Or,
Yeah,
like,
like, that needs
I
to
want
be
it to
there.
sound like that.
Yes.
Like, you know.
The swing of it, you'll never capture that same
Yeah, you'll
swing
never-
again, or
you'll
yada
never get
yada.
that, yeah.
For sure.
All right, so we're on the topic
That's
of
the
drums. Drums right now, the big hot thing in heavier bands. Are you a ping guy with the snare or no ping? Do you like the pingy snare?
No pain.
I tune it a little bit higher just because it's an 8-inch
Okay.
deep Ludwig.
Yep.
But no ping. I like to cancel that out.
I feel like that's one of those things where like people, it's like
Maybe
so
they don't know
ugly,
how to
it's
tune.
cool. Like people are
Grindcore
embracing
from like
it.
1998 is
What's
where the
the
ping
ping?
reminds me of.
Yes.
What's the ping?
Just
A little bit of a ring.
yeah, it's got like a
The
like a-
firecracker snare, like pop. You know?
yeah.
Okay.
I'll play an example afterwards.
Almost like a drum line.
There
like,
is a place for it though in music. Don't say like there isn't. Like there's the ping snare isn't good.
It's more like an overtone.
There's some bands that do it and it's
on
cool.
the
You know?
head.
Yeah,
When
and it's
you do
almost
that
like you know, like the China cymbal for a while. Like
Exactly.
15 years ago, it was like every breakdown was just China
Yes.
for till the fucking end of the record.
Yes.
yeah.
And then for a while it was bass drops.
Yep.
Like there was too many bass drops in songs. So it's like you got to find the happy medium to
Absolutely.
not use the good things for evil.
Well, exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a balance because all of it are just tools that let you get to the sound that you were originally going for easier or more efficiently.
Yeah.
But when you just overly use it, then it becomes like, oh, you know what I mean? It's like auto-tune. Auto-tune's
Yeah.
been around for 80s, since the 80s. All your favorite records, rock records are like, you don't think have it, they have it.
They have it.
But because since it got
It might not sound like
exposed-
T-Pain, but
exactly,
it has
turned
it.
all
Yeah.
the way up, but it's
just
there.
pitch correction.
Yeah,
you
T-Pain
know,
and
so-
Jennifer Lopez did it used it as an effect, like digitally.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
Cher.
oh, no one knows how
I
to
think
sing.
Cher
Oh,
was like
Cher.
the first one.
I was gonna
Believe
say, I
in
thought
Love,
Cher was
yes.
the beginning. Yeah.
Yep. Share.
That was the
Cher.
beginning of it.
She's like the youngest, oldest person in the world, right?
Phil Shifley's Saint Anger Core.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I thought of when you said ping.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
like instantly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking a keg.
Yeah.
But at
No.
least with that though, like if it's on on a recording, at least like it's better than like an overly like compressed snare that just sounds like fake, like
Yes.
sounds
Yeah.
like an electric hit.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like you're just hitting a drum machine button.
Yeah.
Another thing was the bass. People forget about the bass.
Yep.
Everyone forgets about the bass player, but a little secret, you fucks. The bass player is the most important
Yeah.
person in the band.
The little secret is when the bass player is recording and producing the band, he's the most important person in the band.
No, because it gives
No,
it the
it shouldn't
bottom
be
end
an
heavy.
afterthought.
If you listen to any of your bands and you literally mute the bass, you'd be like, wow, I didn't notice that. Because it hides under everything and kind of blends into it. But that's what
Yeah.
gives it the body and the rhythm,
And even if you don't know it, the bands that you probably like better are the ones that have a more solid basis.
Absolutely, especially
Yeah,
in heavy
when
music.
the bass and the drums together, like that's the key to it,
Absolutely.
And I've never been in a band that's done that before, where I feel like I play guitar too, so like the bands I played guitar and I never felt like the bass player and the drummer were like one thing.
Yeah, it's more like the guitar and the drummer work together, and then the bassist just copies whatever the
Just
guitarist
follows.
does. Yeah.
But in this band, honestly, like in this band, it's like I feel like me and Anthony are just like locked in all the time.
Absolutely.
Like
You set the
and
tone,
Let's
you
have
set the rhythm.
conversations and we don't even know the language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kind of sit back and I'm like,
Yeah,
Anthony's telling Russell to do something.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with
Yeah, you guys are really setting the rhythm for the song,
Yes.
Yep.
And-
Absolutely.
And like you said, it gives it body. Even with a band that only has one guitarist, you notice it even more if they have a weak bassist. But
Yeah.
with two guitarists, it's still very important to set the tone of the song.
Especially
Absolutely.
because
Yep.
it'll get lost in the mix, especially if it's like, over like distorted or something too,
Yeah.
So
You do bass distortion or no?
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. But it's really important. You got to split your bass tracks. That's how you get it. You
Oh.
can't just do one solid sound. I won't give you all the sauce, but
Yeah.
that's one little secret to make your bass track sound better.
Yep. Split it and run different effects on 2 different tracks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Split it in your low end, mids, and highs, and only distort the highs.
Oh. That way, okay. That makes
You know
sense.
what I mean, that's how you get the sound we have. Yeah.
Yeah, that way the low end still, you can actually still hear the notes
Absolutely. yeah.
clearly.
Yes, sir.
And now as far as guitar, we'll get to you, Matt. Don't worry.
Matt's putting his shoes on. He's ready to go.
As far as guitar, do you both kind of take turns with lead? Do you have like one lead, one rhythm? Do you have one style of writing, and then you just teach the other person? What's your methods?
So originally, Jay insisted on just being rhythm strictly.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I kind of wanted to do the same thing. I've never been a lead guitarist. It's never been my forte. I write riffs.
Yeah.
But, you know, Jay kind of wanted me to take the initiative on that. So I've kind of pushed myself to do it. But Jay's got awesome leads too. And he's got this old school death metal kind of style that I don't have.
Yeah.
I have a hardcore new school death metal thing. And he's got the old one. And a lot of our songs actually come from a dope metal riff that Jay's
Pull
playing.
that microphone over there.
Yeah.
Get your mouth on it. There you go. Yeah.
So a lot of our songs, like, yeah, that sounds way better.
Yeah, see?
There you go.
Jay will just come up with some sick metal riff.
Yep.
Or a little lead, and we all just go, ooh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then that lead or riff that he wrote kind of goes through the whole song.
Yep.
And then me and Anthony kind of take his idea, and then we mold that to get it to like kind of flow with. I kind of have a weird kind of playing style, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we kind of take his ideas and then bring that through the whole thing and make it flow with our style. And we all kind of sit in a circle and write the song in tandem at once.
I made
I've
like
never
We
done
all
that
just stare at each
before.
other
Yeah.
and we just throw shit at the fucking wall until it hits. Yep.
I
So
feel like
it's
that our powers combined thing is really, it's like this is really the secret to this band. Like
I don't. I'm not. Against
Anthony
it.
has this production background that
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
normal for a metal or hardcore band, and the way you guys are writing, like he has a different edge as far as older metal influences. So it's like, it's funny how all this stuff's really tying in and making some fucking magic happen.
For sure.
Our original drummer, too, Errol. He was like old school death metal fanatic. He's like James Levy with it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, crazy. He knows everything. And he just showed me so many bands in such a small period of time. He just kind of crammed all this old school death metal shit down my fucking throat.
Yeah.
Until I actually started liking it.
Yeah.
You know?
Because we're more hardcore
Because
kids.
at first I
Yeah.
was like,
You know what I mean?
this death band, they're old geezers. It's not really hitting me.
You sit at home telling
But
your
now
damn it.
Now I go
Jay's
back
like,
and
how
listen to that
fucking
stuff.
dare you say that about
Yeah.
death right now?
Richard Christie, the old drummer of Death, is one of the best drummers fucking ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That dude's
I
amazing.
didn't get it at first, but the more I listened to it and the more I absorbed it,
Yep.
I was like, wow, this stuff's really freaking good. And now Jay's kind of got that style, and we kind of run off that with the new school kind of thing, and I think we get a great blend of a lot of different.
Oh, 100%.
For sure.
I think when you go back and like listen to stuff from, 20, 30 years ago that you maybe didn't appreciate as much back then, and you listen to it now, like I listen to more metal now than I did back then.
Yes.
And it's like, wow, I kind of like wrote this CD off before, and now like that fucking Exhumed record, like Gore Metal is one of my favorite records
All
of
those
all
metal
time.
bands used to sound like the same band to me at Metal Fest that I just wait for before I seen Terror. or
Yeah,
something. You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like-
Yeah.
But now as I go back, I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. This band's super brutal or super heavy.
Yeah.
I didn't really take it in before, and you know what I mean? But now,
No, it is different, and it's funny how your taste changes. And there's this band that just came out, the EP just came out like a week or two ago. That was really cool. Maybe I wanted to mention it to you guys. I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's called Final Resting Place, I want to say. It's on Days, but their whole shtick is like, it's like a 90s band. The logo looks like a 90s death metal band logo. The fucking T-shirt has like a URL address on it. Like everything looks like when you look at it on Spotify, it says like
You
the
know what
release.
the fucked up part is the kids' dads were probably in
Yeah,
bands
it's like
then.
the website's like a fucking, it's like a GeoCities website, and then like on Spotify, it says the release is from '98, but it's
Yeah.
really from like last week.
yeah, that's cool.
They just really fully embraced the '90s thing.
That's cool though.
Logan the Huge, flow so heavy, you're gonna need a maxi pad. Yep.
Maybe two.
So you guys are playing together. You've got your current lineup. How long was that going on before you like? I feel like a lot of bands, it's like they have social media, a logo, and shirts and
Then they start talking
Instagram
about the
reels
music.
before they've ever even played together.
Yes.
With you guys, it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
How long were you playing together before you even made it a thing?
like let anyone know we were doing something.
Yeah.
A good while.
Almost a year.
Almost a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting it together and just getting the sound and the structure and the flow. See, I'm a big person on. I want to present it when it's done. You know, you only get one shot for people to look at it and be like, "Oh, cool."
There's
that's
only
what
one
it is.
first
Yeah.
impression.
100%. 100%. Because you don't want to look at it and be like, "Oh, that's like no one's gonna look at it and be like, oh, I bet you that band's gonna sound good eventually."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's like, it's not a thing. So you know what I mean?
Nah.
Yeah,
This band sucks.
This band sucks, especially being in bands we were in before.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come out and then be like, "Oh, see, we're out of here." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure it was,
No, and
official.
it shows for sure.
Appreciate
I think
it.
the people that have listened to it would agree.
Definitely appreciated.
Shouts to Anthony Del Bonis in the chat. I know I got him hooked on Cooked Alive pretty early on. He actually
Appreciate you.
he's so me and him are the ones that we booked the Airbnb to go to Maine. Like the day the show got on, I was like,
yeah,
we're booking
yeah.
a fucking Airbnb, we're going. So
yeah.
he's stoked. He's stoked for St. Patty's Day.
Yes,
turning into the sausage party. Yeah, it is a fucking
It
tuning
is.
into the sausage party. Yeah, there's a lot of
It's not turning into it.
yeah.
It's
No, it is a sausage
Start
party
as a
already.
sausage party.
But so you announced everything. You had the first 2 songs ready to go pretty soon after that. As far as show announcements, first official show. Well, the first show I'm fucking pissed that I missed. I'm glad I went to the tattoo convention.
Yes.
Oh, the DIY.
But let me tell you something. I don't.
Little underground
That
show
shit
in
was
Fall
rowdy.
River, in the hood
Yeah.
in Fall River,
I,
the underground venues.
I had so much FOMO about that. I was just like, I'm at a tattoo convention watching the fucking live Instagram reel of it. I'm like, fuck, how can I be in 2 places at once?
In Fall
This
River?
isn't fair.
Yeah, it was right in Fall River.
Where?
At their practice space.
my
Right,
house.
right in
Yeah.
the spot.
Yeah.
I live in Westport. I'm like 5 minutes from you.
I'm on the West
Fucked
Port
up
line.
guy.
We're right there.
No shit.
Yeah, he lives right over by White's.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And we were right there, and we decided, you know what, the show got canceled.
You know, Rolling
Yeah.
Rock.
And we were like, fuck, you know?
Oh shit.
Yeah, you
So
guys are all geared up
we're
to
like,
do
you know
it.
what? Fuck it. We just put it out real quick, like to people, like, word of mouth, old school, kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fly it out to the homies, let people know, like, hey, we're gonna open up. You want to pop up? Our homies in Held Captive did like a half set
Yeah.
after. You know what I mean?
So
Half
fucking
drunk,
Dylan
half
was there
set.
too.
Yeah,
and I
half
missed
drunk,
the
half
Half in the bag set.
Yeah.
I think TJ puked in the middle of my street.
No, did he? As long as he did the REM
Welcome to
intro,
Fall
that's all
River.
that matters.
Yeah, right.
All I know is his wife drove home and she wasn't happy about it.
That'll happen.
Yeah. When they left the Halloween party, his wife was like, "I'm wicked sorry." I'm like, "It's cool. He's fine."
It just means he had a good time.
Yeah. He
If
had a
he doesn't
blast.
puke, he's like, damn, I guess I wasn't a good host. Shit.
Yeah, I won't say any names. Somebody at ice fishing the first night threw up on the floor, just sitting on the couch. We're all just like hanging out. And it's just like,
Nice.
yeah. And but then he put himself to bed, which is a big change. It's an improvement
Okay, good.
from how it probably would have gone last year.
Damn it, Craig.
But yeah, so you did the DIY show. There's some footage from that. It looked pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, it
It
came
was a
out
good
dope.
time.
Yeah.
It was intense.
Yeah.
The adrenaline was crazy.
Good amount
Yeah.
of people
Yeah.
showed up. I figured just to be like 6 of our friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it was a full house, huh?
Damn, this place is packed out right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that at all. Like,
Yeah.
Up until I got there too, I was like, wait a second, this is like for real.
Yeah, we were like,
I knew people were gonna show up, but I didn't know they were gonna mosh.
Yeah.
Same.
yeah.
When they started moshing, like Anthony looked at me like nervous, like I was gonna be mad. You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty sick.
Yeah. That's
Definitely
awesome.
exceeded expectations.
For sure.
Yep.
That post actually got deleted off Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
It got tagged
yeah,
for
that's crazy.
inciting
Inciting
violence.
riot, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're
I'll
a
give you the
threat to
actual
society.
wordage.
Yeah,
We are a threat to society.
Yeah. I
apparently.
don't think I even saw the flyer for it. The only post I saw was that stayed up was the one that Dylan posted of like the Fisher Price fucking execution chair.
Yeah. But yeah, they took that whole live stream down. They said it's a threat to society.
Oh, they took the whole live stream down?
Yeah, you can't. And
They flagged us and everything.
Oh,
And all it was,
We got
it
a
was
strike
only on
for it.
Instagram. So that video of us playing is gone,
Gone.
into
To the abyss.
Yeah, it wasn't saved on your phone. That
I
sucks.
wish.
Yeah, they said it looks like you shared or sent something that could encourage violence or lead to risk of physical harm
Give me a break.
or a direct threat to public safety.
So how the hell does like
I'll fucking take it.
They obviously
Yeah.
know me way too well, huh?
yeah how
Damn, these
That'd be
dudes-
the best promotional
this dude used to
T-shirt
be
ever.
40.
Right?
how are all like this like Instagram pages like dedicated to moshing
to mosh.
videos? Like what the hell?
Cartwheel in
But it's
place.
not real
Yeah, yeah,
mosh.
yeah.
People
Yeah,
just
that's
trying to
true.
The
hate
live
mosh.
mosh.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm
Cook
saying?
the live mosh
Watch
way
out.
different.
Yeah.
That's where we got the violence medal from, right?
Yeah, what a fucking plug. Too hot for TV.
Seriously.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So the next thing in line is St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about an all-star studded lineup.
Yes. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be us. It's going to be Held Captive, Grasp,
Yep.
and
Hate still burns.
Hate still burns.
Yeah.
Listen, like I'm just saying, topics under the stairs. We got our finger on the pulse. 3 of the 4 bands
Yeah,
have been on the show now.
Really?
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Okay.
We appreciate all the help.
Topics under the stairs, letting
They're
everyone
also
know.
doing
Yeah.
they're doing the Liquid Light show too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dreg's
it's
Liquid
sick.
Light Show.
It's
Yeah,
funny 'cause-
Shane's been on the show too.
So if you want to smoke weed and get your Pink Floyd on to the metal, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
As soon as Matt joined us, he was like, "We got to do this right, dude. Maybe, hopefully we can play Widowmaker." He wanted to play Widowmaker. He wants to play Widowmaker.
Yeah, that's
So I
why
was
you're
like,
freaking out
boom,
the other day.
Our first show out in public is going to be at Widowmaker, and all I wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
do
sick.
was get something with the Dregs guy. I was like, "That
Yeah.
would be so sick." And here we are, first shot, Widowmaker Dregs. I'm like, "All right, let's go."
Yep.
That's so sick.
Yeah, I was talking to Dylan when I was ice fishing, and he told me like the venue he was working with wasn't sure if it was going to pan out, and I was like, here's a couple email addresses, just send it off, and
Yeah, right.
I think it'll be fine. And it worked out great.
Yeah, I'm hoping people come out.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
This will be our first official show. The
Yep.
other one was kind of like, do it yourself,
Yeah, yeah.
underground shit, whatever. This is the first official kickoff, you know what I mean?
That's gonna be awesome.
The EP
And
drops
they-
tomorrow, by the way.
Yes.
The rest of the EP, rather.
So you'll have a week to listen and learn.
Yes, listen and learn.
Yep. And they just built a new stage at Widowmaker. It's perfect. It's like a perfect height stage. The room's a great shape. Sounds good in there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I saw who did I see there last time? Chained to the Bottom of the Ocean. I saw there last time. It's awesome inside.
Yeah, it looks like an official place. There's going to be some good shows coming even after us. So.
Yeah.
The Red Chord.
They got
They're
High
releasing.
Command's playing the week after.
Yeah, High Command's playing the week after.
Red Chord.
Then the Red Chord 2 nights reunion with the
Dead Guy.
vinyl release with Dead Guy.
You know
Yep.
what's funny about the Red Chord? I found myself on the internet. I was looking at old pictures on
Return to the Pit.
shout out to Return to the Pit, the Rev,
Yep.
my
Yep.
man.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Looking at old
Yeah,
pictures
same.
of myself on there, like at shows, and I found a picture of myself 13 at the Red Chord at an American Legion show.
That's
Dude.
awesome.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, this
And now
is
they're coming out with the 20th. Like
Yeah.
they're releasing it on vinyl. It's like their first album they're ever releasing on only vinyl, I think, maybe.
yeah.
But yeah, it's that.
It's the re-release.
Fused together.
Yeah, I
Revolving
can't.
doors. or
Yep,
something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that had Dreaming Dog Ears on it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. That's gonna be cool. And then then after that is before that is Hop Smoker Fest. Hop Smoker Fest is always a sick time. It's 3 days this year. Summoner in Boston reunion. Acid Witch is playing that. Leather Lung. Fucking awesome lineup on that too.
You know what I'm really happy about? Speaking of all this,
Yeah.
is the scene, the way the scene looks nowadays. Like everything going on in the metal and hardcore scene.
Yes.
It's not how it was when I was younger. It's not the same. It's so much more expanded and big, so much more open. People are more open to like doing
Open
shows
to
and
integration
venues
with
and-
like
Yes.
a hardcore band playing with
And
a
then
metal, band.
and
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, this is sick, this is sick." It isn't so much divided because that's lame. It's
Yeah.
music. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I think that it's dope the way like, I'll go see metal bands at like legit venues now.
Yes.
I'm not going to like see this amazing band at an American Legion and only fits 70 people.
Yep.
Like, we'll go to a show and it'll be like packed on a Sunday night. I'm like, holy shit, this
Yep.
is crazy. And I think that's awesome.
I
That's
couldn't
dope.
believe like when we went to see Dylan play at the fucking restaurant.
Oh, at New World Tavern, yeah.
people were eating dinner, and we walked through the dinner, opened the double
Yeah, shit
doors,
like
and it's
that,
just a
yes.
fucking raging show going
Yes,
on.
that's, I
that
love
venue's
that venue.
awesome.
That
That's
whole
a dope
idea, I
little
love
venue
that.
they
I
got
love that
there.
venue.
They did that nice there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that
Where,
venue.
where's that?
New World
Plymouth.
Tavern in Plymouth.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
dope.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we had Derek from the Graying on, and he works with Killing It Entertainment, who booked that show.
Right,
but
right,
he's
right.
got a few other shows coming up there that are fucking stacked lineups.
It's
Like
just, we've
sick
had like
stuff.
a lot of support too, coming out the gate. A lot of people behind us, a lot of people behind the scenes behind us, a lot of other bands behind us, and it's been really dope because I think we all do need to help each other.
Yeah.
Push the
for
scene
sure.
harder, push each other. You know what I mean? Better off. You know what I mean? For everybody.
And at this age, like people our age or your age, whatever,
Yeah.
liked that stuff, so they're more willing to give it a chance. Like they grew up listening to the same shit you guys listen to, so
Absolutely.
like they're more willing to, if they have a venue, to be like, yeah, you know what, let those guys come in and play.
Yes, yes,
So-
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Anthony
Plus,
saw
like, all
Mind
those
Force
younger
play at a
bands,
pizza
too.
shop in Poughkeepsie. Yeah, it's like the shows at restaurants are wild.
Yeah.
And then like
I see that. That's like a big majority of it now.
yeah.
Nobody plays at an American Legion.
I mean, we're playing what?
No,
a
it's
sushi bar
But they're
at
sick
the end of
shows
the month.
if they're like
Yeah,
packed.
it's like your first
Salad
two
bar.
shows you have booked was a roast beef restaurant
Yeah,
and
no,
a sushi bar.
Like what?
We get another one that may be coming up that's at a burger joint.
Yep.
It's funny.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. My wife comes with me to a lot of shows now, and so she's just kind of like seeing bits and pieces of it. And I'm like, oh yeah, the show we're going to this weekend's at a roast beef restaurant. She's like, what?
Yeah, all right.
And I'm like, it's gonna be cool. Don't worry. And
Yeah,
then,
it is cool. Yeah. You don't think it is, but when
Yeah.
you get there, you're like, "Oh, this is fucking dope."
Yeah.
But in your head, you're like, "That's so weird. I don't know about this, man."
I'm excited for that sailing gig too. So first we've got St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Hate Still Burns, Grasp Held Captive,
Yep.
Cooked Alive.
The fire lineup, which is cool because more hardcore than us, more of the metal
Yeah,
people on the
you
bill.
guys will be like the most metal band
Yeah,
there.
we're the metal band on the bill. So I think that's dope though that we can be integrated in, and it still blends, and everyone's still rocking together. You know what I mean?
Yep. And if you want to get tickets in advance to that, it's a good sized place.
Yeah.
But it's not a huge place. So if you wanted to get tickets in advance,
You should.
best place to carry a spot, widowmaker.com. You can grab your tickets right now. Obviously there'll be great beer there.
As always.
There'll be great non-alcoholic options if you like to. They have every variety of liquid death that exists.
Yeah.
Yep. What a better thing to do on St. Patty's though, really.
Yep.
Really, to party over, get your metal on, get your drink on.
Yeah.
Or non-alcoholic drink, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. And like I said, see some trippy lights. Our friend Shane drags the Liquid Light Show, puts on an amazing show.
I was gonna be there.
That's
Yep.
dope. That's super
Yep.
dope.
Yeah, I'm excited for
Yeah. So
for that.
any indoor show at Widowmaker, Dregs is there now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's their full-time light guy.
Sweet.
Yep. And they have a sound guy there, so it's not like you're using some
Crucial nowadays.
yeah, you're not using some like fucking bullshit Radio Shack PA.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember
yeah,
those
yeah.
days, man?
Yeah,
Like, oh, you're gonna cut our PA.
Yeah.
Somebody rewired the speaking spell to.
Yeah. So before we dig any deeper on shows, speaking of PA, Matt, tell us how you ended up involved in this project
Matt gets to talk now.
and how how did it all come to play? Did you even consider being another band? Did you just hang in with Ross and you guys shot the shit about it?
So basically, I hadn't done anything in like 18 years since my last band, and I had the itch for it, but I just never really found something that like I could catch on to. And Ross was jamming, and James was like, "Hey, you should come over his house and hear him and stuff like that." So I was like, "All right, I'll come over," because I had just moved to Fall River, and I'm over there hanging out and everything like that, and then I came over again, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, would you be interested in, singing for the band?" And I was just like, at first I was just like, well, I haven't done it in a long time, but yeah. I
Did
would
you have that
love
thought
it.
like, I don't even know if my voice will do the things
Well,
anymore?
yeah, I was just like,
Because that's my thought.
I was like, shit, I don't know if I can still do this. But like, I was able to like, from the way I used to scream and the way I do now is totally two different tones of my vocals. So my vocals now are more guttural, and I can do
That won't
more
kill your
high.
voice, too.
And it doesn't hurt my voice at all, because I know we've been practicing and everything. I've gotten my vocals stronger and stronger and stronger. But I'm able to switch between different tones fast enough where it's not affecting me, and I can do the songs, because our songs aren't short and they're not long, they're medium. So it's like it's a good amount of time where you have like almost a 3-minute song, and I'm like I can transition, and I'm not getting winded. I'm not getting
And you have
getting tired.
little breaks here and there, but nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, that
'cause-
was like the first thing I thought. I'm like, man, Matt's gonna be tired after these songs
Well, the
because
thing-
he's 50.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, he got me to. I'll do little singing parts to give him a quick.
Yeah.
Catch it,
Yeah,
you know?
Anthony helps me out a lot too on certain stuff, so he'll fill in, and then it gives me a second to like catch my breath, and we can go back into songs. But like the way we're starting to write stuff, we're more writing stuff together more. Especially with our new song, me and him sat down and actually was just like, because
Yeah, they already had some songs structure-wise down before you hopped in, right?
Yeah, so they had the songs, and they just needed the lyrics to it. So I would sit there after I would record the music with my phone and sit home, and I would write and do it that way. And the way I write is like I follow the tempo of the song, so I make sure when I'm singing, it's going with the tempo. So it's not like
The same as like pop or anything else.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not just sporadic yelling.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's not just like me going blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's just, it's actually following the way the song goes. So if the structure or the keys, whatever changes, like I'm following
Pitching his
it.
voice to the key.
Yeah,
of the
so
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to keep that flow going with it.
Anthony, Matt's voice is epic.
It is very epic.
If you guys
That-
remember too, like in the beginning for me, one of the things to like help me remember where I was in the song was the vocals too. So
Yeah, so that goes to show you right there.
Yeah,
the,
you know.
the almost vocal is like another instrument.
drums,
yeah.
Rather than you know what I mean. We put it not so far down. A lot of new metal bands that putting the vocals real far down, and throwing the reverb on heavy, almost give you that tunnel effect.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I don't like that.
We didn't really give it that. We used like a really same condenser microphone, like the same if you were like Britney Spears or something.
Yep.
So we used having, which was different for him because he couldn't like hold it. He had to have his hands.
Yeah, you can't be
down.
cupping it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so that's all really him. There's no effects. There's no distortion. That's all him. No layers. That's just his scary ass fucking voice. You know what I mean?
Logan the Huge. With all these reunions and old heads making new music, I want to see Dying For It reunion. Give me Contagious and Outrageous or give me
Yeah,
Death.
me too. I'm on the CD front and center, baby.
It's funny. It's the GM at Widowmaker actually. Keith Piesco is like our age group and was hanging with like all the same circles we were, and he said like the same thing. He's like, all I want for my birthday is a Dying For It reunion. And it was like on a thread about like making a flyer for the High Command show or something, and I just completely disregarded it. And then I saw him like 2 weeks later in person. He's like, "You're just gonna fucking ghost me on that email?" Like you. I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, man." I'm like, "I would do it. I don't know about anybody
That's the
else."
secret that's funny is when I was a kid used to go see John and Matt play in their old bands.
Yeah, it's true.
See Killagin and Vengeful Heart.
Yep.
Rocking out.
Yeah, Vengeful Heart. That's way back.
I'm
Machine.
saying way back.
I'm still trying to find. I've close. This is actually a really funny story. So we had on the show we had Leandra Kelly, who is the curator of the punk rock Plymouth punk rock market, and we're just shooting the shit about like growing up in music and stuff. She's like, "Oh, I used to hang out with Taunton Mom." I'm like, "Oh yeah, me too." Whatever. We're probably some mutual friends. After we record, I made mention of a band. I was like, "Oh, I was in this band Dying For It, but I have that. I really want this recording from this band Just Rage I was in." And after we left, I'm like, she's like, "Oh yeah, my husband was in a bunch of bands. He was in Closer Than Kin and blah blah blah." We're driving home, like, fuck, her last name's Kelly. The guy that recorded that band,
Yeah.
everyone just called him JK.
Yeah.
And he was in Closer Than Kin.
Yeah. Drums.
Yeah. And we recorded it in Josh Craig's parents' house in like their guest bedroom. And oh wow. and she's like, yeah, JK is my husband, and he said that he probably has a CD of that in the shed. Because I don't have it because it was only on MySpace Music, and MySpace Music is gone. So I don't have any CDs
I
or
know, that
copies
really
of it. Yeah.
fucked us on a lot of old music
Oh,
on MySpace.
so much shit.
My old band, like all our shit was on MySpace.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
backups, I know.
I had no Bandcamp. I had it on like an iPod that's bricked and gone now. So like that's if it's in his shed, that's my only chance of getting it.
Yeah,
so
that's dope.
I hope she finds it.
That'd be awesome.
Live It Serene Reunion, make it happen. Oh boy, it's an old one.
I loved Closer Than Kin when I was like 12.
Yeah,
It's the
Yeah,
first
yeah, they
hardcore
were
band I
sick.
ever saw.
Same.
that's what I was
Middleborough
like.
Knights of Columbus.
Yeah,
Same.
I was Roger.
Lafayette Club in
yeah,
Taunton.
Roger used to book Livid Serene with like Drained or Closer Than Kin at the Lafayette Club, and
Yep.
like we were like 14. My mom's dropping me off at that place at 9:00 at night. She's like, "What is this place?" I'm like, "It's fine." I'm just like shuffling my amp out of there.
I'd be like
Go
12
home.
years old. She'd drop me off.
Yeah.
And like I'd see at the mall. Someone would be like, come see this band. And that's really what got me into hardcore was Closer Than Kin and shit like them shows.
Yeah, and like remember Jay Cobalt was like selling
Jay
bands
Cobalt.
tapes.
Shout out
At
to
the-
actually.
yeah.
Sorry to
Hot
interrupt.
Topic.
Jay Cobalt. Shout out to you because he has to be the reason why actually
Yeah.
even started going to these hardcore shows. Because I'd
100%.
him and he'd be like, "Yo, come check out the band." Yeah.
Yeah, Jay Cobalt would
That's
sell
funny.
Livid Serene cassette tapes on the counter at that leather store he worked at.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
what's hot.
Yep.
Yeah, we got what's hot. That was the store.
Yeah.
That was the
the leather
store.
store in the mall.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He was the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be flyers and stuff in that store all the time.
Yeah, Jay Cobalt was the man. Him and Roger. Roger.
So if you like Cooked Alive, thank Jay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, him and Roger. Purchase Street Records now is Roger's spot in New Bedford. If you're into records or good music, definitely check that out. Roger put so many of our bands on when we were younger. Like he was booking all his Wareham shows with like Reach the Sky and what the fuck was that other band from New York that used to always come play? I can't even remember anymore.
Remember at Will?
Oh yeah, I will.
We
Yeah,
just talked about them last night.
I think that's what band I was thinking of. Is that Will? Yeah.
They were kind of like a Christian metal band a little bit.
Yep. Yeah. There was so much shit.
What makes
happening
you a
back
Christian
then.
metal band? Just believing in God? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that what makes you a Christian metal band?
I think you have to like
lyrical
sing
content.
about
You
believing.
You have
in
to
God.
say like I believe in God.
Yeah, that has
so
to be
if we
like
just
in
say
the
a song and I
chorus.
go God, we can get like Christian
now
metal
you're-
tag.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe you get like you get on Christian metal label. Yeah. Hey, listen, if they show up with a dump truck full of money, I'll say whatever the fuck they want.
You're gonna be playing drums behind one of those plastic shields at the church.
Yeah, I see those things all the time.
But I would think, so everyone doesn't believe in God then? So, you know what I mean? It's like kind of strange.
Wait,
you know what I mean? That you put the label on that just, you know what I mean? You believe in God, so now you're Christian metal. Get out of here.
Oh man.
Nothing at all. That's what I'm saying. Hey.
Hey, they make money.
Catholic school.
You know, it's a big fan base. It's got a kind of locked in
Absolutely.
fan base to start with. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you
dude.
want to announce it just yet? But, you know.
Country thrash.
It's country thrash, a little bit of pop, a little bit of like
some
electro.
gospel.
Yeah, it's like a gospel electro album with a little 80s electro vibe.
Perfect.
You know what's kind of funny? I was
It's got breakdowns though.
I was watching this. I was watching this like documentary that it was about some band.
Sounds good, bro.
No. Like it might have been like the Dead Guy one. You know, because I just remembered that because of the show and everything. But after that, like whatever was playing next on YouTube, there was this like metalcore band that was from like Amish country, like.
Yes.
Dude, it was so.
Did they have
their own
instruments?
amps?
What did they plug their electric instruments into?
I think it no. I swear,
They just
I
play
swear to
wooden
God,
sticks
like,
and shit.
they're electric bands.
They could play electric guitar, but they had to use a generator.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah,
start
sure.
The horses are circle
oil,
pitting.
oil it, yeah.
But, like they were like
Shout out
had
to the
all these,
Amish.
like Amish they had like shows like in the middle of nowhere and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just so weird, you know.
Sad bean.
what-
Can't hear
it's like a
Jay.
popular-
Jay's not on a mic, so
Yeah, I know. We're trying
he's.
to
We,
share.
we,
He's
we,
the strong silent type.
they gotta pass the
You gotta
shaft
lean
around.
in, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
all American strong. He doesn't speak or anything, you know.
I'm the Kerry King of the band.
Yeah, exactly.
Quiet but mighty.
Yeah, so
exactly. Quiet but
if you
mighty.
want to hear Jay in the future, you can donate to revivalmotoring.com/B4B so we can afford a 6 microphone and a 6 set of headphones.
Absolutely.
Or 7th,
Seventh
rather.
microphone,
Yeah. Yeah. Logan the Huge, didn't you guys play with Antarabe? Yeah, that was a fun show at All About Records.
Wasn't that downstairs?
That one was the All About Records fest where there was bands playing downstairs, upstairs. We built all those sketchy rooms in the basement.
Did
Oh
someone
my
go
God.
through the wall?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I remember telling somebody
Doesn't someone
recently.
always go through the wall? I mean,
I was with somebody recently who was into hardcore, and we were driving through the center of Taunton, and they pointed out Fiestas.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, Dying For It had their record release in there with 100 Demons and
Donnybrook.
Donnybrook, yeah." And they're like, "What?" Like Donnybrook played in that Mexican restaurant, and I was like, "Yeah, but it wasn't a Mexican restaurant. It was just this abandoned bar. It was really cool."
Yeah, I played it there one
That's the
time
one-
too.
By
Yeah,
abandoned
you were
bar,
on that same show, I think.
mean
Yeah, it
abandoned.
might have been that show,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
it was that was the release for like the Dying For It full length.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that
and it was like
right
it was,
down the street from all that.
Yeah.
I was a kid then.
Yeah,
So
alright,
you want to
yeah.
hear a funny story? I was actually grounded. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, so I had to like go do this show and then come back home and be like, "All right, Ma, I'll come chill in the house for a little bit."
yeah, it was
True
you
story.
guys
I was
Dying
15.
For It, Colin of Arabia, Donnybrook, and
alright.
100 Demons.
I definitely went to that show.
So it was. I think the story was.
Metal Fest get canceled or something?
Yeah,
Or
so there was a.
Hellfest?
It was Hellfest.
Hellfest.
Hellfest got canceled.
R.I.P.
And they were all on the road together.
So they just pull up in Taunton, like,
and
you
it
know
was
what I
it was
mean?
originally supposed to be like Colin of Arabia, us and you guys, and I think that was it.
Yeah.
And then like that tour got debunked, and they were like, somebody emailed Russ and made it happen, and it was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was probably the craziest show that came in that area.
Yeah, 100 demons playing in this room that's skinnier than this room.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fucking
that was
nuts.
crazy, dude.
It was
That
wild.
was
The Internet
so sick.
Cafe, yep.
The Internet Cafe.
All About Records was pretty important for all of us when we were kids, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda opened the world of hardcore and metal to.
It was like almost like,
cotton.
you remember how back in the day people would have a record store? And no, they literally, and you'd go there and motherfuckers would be hanging out because somebody
Yeah.
would kind of work there. This person would do that. It had that vibe.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could just show up there at like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday and just hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meet some other friends there and
Yeah.
You'd be like selling
Play
some shit in
poker
the
or
front
box
room,
each
playing
other.
poker. Yeah, it was always
Box each
poker
other,
game.
yeah.
Box each other.
Dude, we were
Yeah.
was
we were
some boxes that
obsessed
went
with
down
boxes,
in there,
matches.
you know.
we were obsessed with poker back then. We
I
played those
boxed in,
poker tournaments. It was wild.
Well, Texas Hold'em was getting real big back
Yeah,
then.
That was the
that's when it
time,
took
yeah.
off,
Yeah. Yep. Man, crazy times.
I remember you screen printing all the Dying For shirts in there.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have a heater, so we're screen printing and then drying them with a fucking heat gun on the table, just laying them out all over the rug in there.
Oh, the
Fucking
good
wild
old days.
times.
R.I.P. Metal Fest. I was just at Metal Fest.
Yeah, Metal
they
Fest.
brought that back
They brought it
this year.
back.
Yeah, and it's
Wait,
even better
it was,
than
it
ever.
was Hellfest that you were talking about, right?
Hellfest before,
That was
yeah.
when Bad Luck 13, like
Shut it down.
yeah,
Yeah, probably,
shut it
yeah.
down or something.
They did their ladder stunt.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So that's probably why, if that's why, like it got canceled, you know.
Yeah.
So it would have been around that time.
Yeah, it was.
was
Shit, what
2000
year was that? Like
2004,
2005? 4 or 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man. Yeah. You know, I was just taking a piss thinking, you know, I bet Charlie would do it. I bet if Charlie would do it, Dennis would do it because they're in a band together now. Dude, their band is fucking good.
What are they doing?
Yeah, they're in a band called The Hideout.
Okay.
And it's fucking tight. So Dennis was always way into like Strike Anywhere and Rise Against, that kind of stuff. And it's definitely more in the vein of that. I'm not sure who else is in the band, but Dennis is singing and playing guitar lead, and Charlie's playing drums.
Doesn't Charlie do like photography or some kind of art? Something?
Charlie owns a creative agency, like
Yeah,
graphic
yeah,
design.
yeah.
So he's doing graphic design, illustration. I think it's his wife is a photographer, but they work together on projects.
Is this a golf thing?
Yeah, he has the golf.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
the
that's
golf
what he does.
company.
Bird flight, yeah.
Yeah, Bird Flight Golf, and then the creative agency is called Cutlip. He's doing a bunch of stuff. He did a bunch of stuff for Barrel House Z in Weymouth, and he just did the branding for Vitamin C. Came out with a seltzer called Pool Water.
Okay.
And he did all the marketing for that, like the logo and the can designs and everything.
Terrible pool water.
Yeah, it's so the whole gimmick with it is it's like a hard seltzer, but it's like tinted blue.
Oh, okay.
So they called it Pool Water.
Cool.
But yeah, so shit, it could happen. I'm not saying. Let me put it this way: if it was up to me, I'm saying it could happen. You know, everybody else will probably be like, "Fuck that, we're not doing it."
I know Colin would be down.
I'm in fact
Yeah.
dying for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well played, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what Colin's got for gear. I think he has some shit still.
I tried,
find something
getting
nowadays,
him
though.
to sell me his Mesa for like 5 years.
Yeah, he still
hit him
has.
up.
Does he still have that?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but for like quite a while when we were younger.
He came to Halloween
I hit
this
him
year.
up like once a year and be like, yo, you want to sell the Mesa? You want to sell the Mesa?
Dude, I just remember we were at that show. This is the fucking craziest story. I think you might have been with us, Matt. It was a show in, it was like Hudson Valley, New York.
Yep.
Didn't really know any of the bands well. And we go to this show. It's in like a pretty big VFW hall. It was a cool spot. Bunch of good bands.
Jackhammer was there.
Yeah, and we're, I think we played second. We had just set up. 2 dudes in ski masks walk in. And it was literally like, I felt like I was watching like a theatrical wrestling thing. 2 dudes in ski masks walk in and they're like, "Who booked this show? I'm the only one in this town that books shows and everybody knows that." Yeah, no, I'm serious. Like, they were pulling some like fucking turf wars for like, you don't book hardcore shows in my town.
Okay.
Yeah, and everyone's like, what? I was like, is
First of all,
this?
you're a ski master. Nobody's gonna take you seriously.
Yeah, it's like,
Everyone's just embarrassed for their guys.
Yeah.
coming in, like,
everyone's like, is this fucking dude serious right now?
take me serious.
So,
I have a ski mask, damn it.
yeah, so that whole fucking announcement happened at the door, and everyone's just like, I'm like, so we're dying for it. Here we go. We started playing. But long story short, after that whole fiasco happened, he had just bought Gibson came out with the Gothic series. He bought
I got one of
Yep,
them.
he's got
he
one.
bought a Gothic series Les Paul, not the Epiphone one. He bought the Gibson one.
Yeah.
And
Sounds sick.
it fucking disappeared that night.
Damn.
And that was a fucking hard hit because when we were like fucking 20, it's
yeah,
like
that's everything.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
kidding me?
oh, it
Sure.
sucked. It fucking sucked.
Did he
That-
get the
the
Iceman
guitarist in my
guitar
old band had.
Yeah. He got that one afterwards. That was a shit time though. But yeah, I don't know what he's got for gear anymore. I just ended up a PA kind of fell on my lap, so I got a PA again. And I was like, I'm selling a bunch of extra audio shit I have, and telling Cash, like, if that doesn't sell, it's not a big deal. I can keep that around. Might come in handy. Might do something.
Slowly push a car outside and start
Yeah,
setting up
push a
studio.
car outside.
Yeah, you know.
Some room in the garage. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Playroom.
Yep. So we'll see. Maybe. So here's something I want to talk about. We're talking about careers and life. You guys manage to practice every week?
Twice.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is unheard of.
Yes.
Tuesdays like the crunch time, write new music,
Yeah.
get serious about practice, and Fridays more like come over, play the set, drink a beer, have another beer and another beer, and
Yeah, just
Smoke
move,
6
eat
blunts.
food or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
kinda like a
saying?
hang.
yeah, we'll order
Hey.
pizza.
It's a team building
We have people
activity.
come over and shit. You can
Yeah.
hang out if you want. Whoever wants to come chill can come kick it. You know
That's
what I mean?
cool. Yeah, it's kind of like the difference of rehearse versus practice.
Yes.
Yeah, so like
Yes.
Fridays practice, Tuesdays rehearse.
Absolutely. I never thought of it that way, but that's absolutely what we're doing. Yes.
We've got like our own little like ghetto light setup in
Tuesday.
there too. So like
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the
we can
RGB
switch lights, and it
LEDs
goes
and
with the music, and you kind of get
Yeah.
that feel. It's
Nice.
Which is a secret for some people, which they might, us being older heads, is a secret because when you play all the time in the same lighting and then you play your first show and it's pitch black and that motherfucker, the lights are going
Different.
on, you're like, oh shit, I don't even know where my hands are fretted and
Yeah.
everything. So we're used to playing in the dark.
Yeah.
So if we play a venue or something happens where I can't hear him and no one hears, we're good anyways.
well, that's
You know what I
good
mean?
because when you guys play at
Hopefully.
Widowmaker,
In theory.
there's going to be some wild lighting going on.
I'm
Have you
sure.
looked at videos and shit of
Oh,
Shane's
yeah, I
stuff?
haven't. He has
like I
it.
said, I've
It's
been following him for a couple of years.
crazy.
It's kind of been like, I hope to God I
Dude.
get to do that.
He's
someday.
got fucking overhead projectors like you had in elementary school
Yeah.
with a clear turntable on it like from a microwave, and he's like putting weed leaves and dropping fucking food coloring on it and shit. It's
To make that
it's
clear.
insane.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
dope.
The shit he does is wild.
Yeah, we had him a couple years ago. It was pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it's wild
I'm
stuff that
excited
he
for
does.
that, for
And it looks
sure.
awesome in that room. The room's just set up well for it. Now they get the stage and everything. So you're practicing twice a week. You got the EP coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
Fully self-released, self-recorded.
Yep.
Did you track everything at your practice space too?
We actually tracked right in my apartment.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
Just to annoy everyone real quick.
Your neighbors love you.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, the
I,
day-
I had Matt in my closet.
I was gonna say the
Tons
day
of
the
moving
vocals are like
blankets.
they're gonna be calling the cops on you and shit.
Oh yeah, right.
Wrapped in egg crate.
People probably thought there was some kind of demon inside the other apartment. Like, what's going on in
right. I was
there?
just gonna say that.
I was gonna knock, but I decided against it.
Yeah.
Ernie Dollars, beers for the boys.
That's
Yep.
right.
Cheers, Ernie. Excited to see you on St. Patrick's Day.
B for B.
Yeah, I was listening. We were Cassie and I were sitting in the hot tub the other night, and it's funny. I was showing her the red chord. Yep. Because we were talking about that reunion show because it's her birthday weekend, and then she was like, "This guy's voice is cool. I like it because you can really hear the separate parts and stuff." It's because like a lot of the stuff I listen to is just like I call it toilet bowl vocals.
Yes.
Like it's complete shit.
I hate any kind of like pig squeals and any kind of like strange noises.
Yeah. Like I'm like pretty accepting of the fact that like a lot of the music I listen to, I think Trevor Vaughn said this. Talk about a fucking talented guy. Trevor Vaughn's a talented guy, but he was like, I'll be honest, like I listen to some really talented music, some of it's fucking caveman music. And that phrase really stuck with me, like caveman music. It's like you just accept it for what it is.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of rubbish.
But music's
Yeah.
subjective. I mean, something you love, I may not love. There's nothing that's like trash. Some people might like the sound of you just smacking the wall with a broom.
Yeah.
And someone in the world is gonna say that speaks to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But she commented on the red chord vocals, and I was like, then I put on the Two Cooked Alive songs. And I was like, Matt's voice reminds me of this guy, and I'm like, because there's a specific you might not hear every word, but I think like you said, it follows the tempo of the song.
Yes.
And the fact that you can have such a intense growl, but it's also cleanly recorded, is the characteristic that I think is very different about it.
Yes, that was a big deal for us. We actually tried a bunch of different mics.
Yeah.
He was like, should we try the old school, which is, the more handheld mic?
Yeah.
I just didn't think it gave it that touch, and I'm happy you said that because that's what I was looking for, that sound,
It completely nailed it because I think it speaks to a lot of what his voice is capable of too, in the sense that I recorded at studios when I was singing that they didn't allow a handheld mic because they weren't studios that recorded hardcore metal bands. So they had no fucking idea what we were talking about.
Yeah.
And my voice didn't translate as well without my hand.
Using the motions, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that like to catch it?
That's That's what he was worried about when we were doing it. I was like, I promise you I will capture this.
Yeah. And then sometimes like you look back and it's like, wow, maybe like you said, the imperfections in drums, I think it's the same with the voice. Like sometimes when your voice cracks, when it's like, oh fuck, that might not sound great. That's what makes the song.
Absolutely.
that.
And that's why I do my little pieces too. They're kind of a little more cleaner.
Yeah.
Like almost like more like high-deck hardcore a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it gives it that motion of something to
Yeah.
hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People they
I always like when like you hear like a record where there's some like you can tell like the mic was intentionally distanced, like stuff like that. I think
for sure.
that gives the song some organic life that maybe wouldn't happen if you were trying to perfect everything to a fault.
Yes, absolutely. Especially in metal or heavy music, everything can't be perfected. Otherwise,
Ernie Dollars, Matt's voice is like an angel and a gargoyle fucking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny trying to perfect imperfection in a way,
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because those things like, even like you were just saying something about like when you hear like a crack in someone's voice or something, and dude, I love that. I love hearing like, even with like hip hop or something, like old like hip hop, when they're like on a flow and
You hear like a deep breath.
Yeah, like you
That
know what I
becomes
mean?
part
Like,
of the song. Like that's part of what you're listening for.
Yeah.
or they're like,
And when
they're
it's
going
not there, they can
far
never
and they're
reproduce
losing
it.
their breath,
Yes.
and like you can hear that they're losing their breath.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like
dude, that's
Oh,
so
take the
sick.
breath. Take the breath.
how
Yeah,
shitty is
yeah.
it if you record something that sounds great and you want to play live and you can never fucking reproduce it? You know, if you cut out every breath, every inhale, every pause, when you play live, it's just not going to exist.
Absolutely.
Well, no, they play live. They just tracked it and you just
You're
lip
not
synced
gonna
over
sound
it.
the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the thing now with the bands. How with the tracking?
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah. All
laptops.
the foot pedals and the
I'm not
fucking
against-
That's I want to talk about pedal boards.
Don't even get us fucking started on pedalboard.
Here
talk.
we go. Reset the counter. We're starting over.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You guys into pedal boards?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Big no, Jay's not at the pedal
He's
boards.
shaking his head.
Jay's the natural,
Jay's
natural patio.
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay's the same.
He's
when,
raw dog and natural.
when I played guitar, when I played in Vengeful Heart, I had the one fucking the metal pedal was like the one that I
Metal
used, and that
Zone.
was it.
I
Yeah,
had a noise
yeah, Metal
suppressor.
Zone.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all. That's the only pedal I ever used was noise suppressor on top, and I like kept it on top of my head.
Well,
Jay, what are you using? You gotta give this guy a mic.
I just come out of my line 6. You know.
Oh, you get a line 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
that
like-
explains it.
It's
with a Randall setup, double quad,
Yeah.
like Randall cab and a line 6 cab, so it gives it like a
Oh,
bottom
that's
end
cool.
and a classic sound. You know what I mean?
I like that mixed
got a
cab, so
really
you get a
good
little different
sound coming
tones.
out of it.
Yeah.
It's not like a regular line 6. I mean, it sounds really good. I like it.
Line 6 is capable of some crazy shit.
Well, the thing
so
is,
much
it's a
better.
For people
good,
who don't
solid
know-
tone to keep the mid range. Because if both of them have the same exact sound and they're both going with heavy distorted, heavy this, heavy that, it's
Yeah.
gonna just turn to static.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
feel like Jay doesn't have that much like of a distortion.
No, he keeps that solid
Yeah.
like sound, so it's not
Yeah.
like super. And then Ross goes
love
into
that.
like super death guitar tone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got
Yes.
more of a chainsaw.
Chainsaw metal zone mixed with this pedal mixed
It
with
blends
that. You know
very
what I mean?
well.
Yeah, Metal Zone pedal's the best.
And then
Fucking
then on top of
best.
me, I got a just like 16 pedals. I got a compressor on mine. I use a
So you seem like a big pedal guy.
So you're
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
You're playing like
We
foot
never
piano
used to
while
be,
you're
though.
playing the guitar.
Yeah.
yeah. We
You
never
know, all
used
the
to
hardcore years, it was
Let's
you
plug right in.
poo-pooed the pedal board.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, you
Freaking
plug right in.
cornballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with bass. Pedal on a bass? You fucking
Yeah,
kidding
what are
me?
you talking
Yeah.
about? I got a whole pedal board.
As soon as
Yeah.
I jumped into the death metal world, it's like it all changed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Experiment
and
more.
now I started, the HM2, and
Yeah.
you find out down the road that the HM2 isn't even where you're getting your distortion.
Yeah.
You're using it to shape whatever you're using to get your distortion, and that's really what it is.
Yes,
I don't know
absolutely.
what that means.
I got a mimic. I get the mimic of the
I had a
that
pedal
dark
board
glass.
originally. Originally, I don't do this anymore, but for years, I had a full stack
Yep.
with 2 different heads going into each cab.
Oh.
And I would have one set of pedals going to one head,
Yeah.
and the other set of pedals going to the other head, and I would blend the 2 half stacks together to get my sound.
It was
That's
it was a
insane.
fire sound.
It
fucking
sounded
wild.
really good, but I was like, yo, these motherfuckers are going to hate me if I try to set this up live.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be that douche. So like I had
Yeah,
Need
so
an
you're
hour
playing
to an
on
hour
you're
and a
playing on a
half.
show with like 8 bands and there's
Yeah,
a back
yeah.
line of cabs and you're like, hold on a second.
Double heads. and
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Hold on, I gotta splice these fucking wires together.
everyone was like, you have a Mesa Boogie, you should be able to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying all along.
So
like,
I bit the bullet and figured.
So you bought a Mesa?
Oh, I had one.
Oh, okay.
I just
triple rectifier.
He's got the
I
triple.
was
Yeah.
new to the pedal thing, so I kind of made, with most things I do, I made up my own kind of like backwards obscure way of achieving what most people
Yes.
achieve in a very straight line.
Yeah.
That's what makes the
way.
sound unique.
Yeah.
Mesa distortion alone is good distortion.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
great.
different.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can tell like when you hear like one of those amps on a record, like especially like Behemoth,
Yes.
you can tell that's a Mesa. You know,
Yeah.
like,
It is a
it's
very
got
specific
that,
sound.
That I don't know what it is. It's like a bark to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
for sure.
What are you using for a bass cab? You got that fucking Ampeg that's as tall as a house?
No, see, that's everybody uses the same 8x10. I almost did.
Yeah. Everybody has
it.
that.
I was like, I gotta get 8x10, and then I was like, you know what? No. So what I do is I run a amp by 2 4x10s.
4x10s.
Yeah.
And I get an Ampeg on the bottom for like that classic, the sound that used to, but I run a Gallon Kruger on the top,
Okay.
which is more of like a high end, like rattly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my head is like a old school,
Like a tube head.
the RB 800 Gallon Kruger, which
Oh, that's
was the
cool.
first one they could do like bi amping with, so I can like do my highs over here and the lows on the bottom.
Oh,
it was
that's
a big
sick.
deal in like the 80s. Some
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
Like that,
So you
but,
can
yeah,
separate the highs and the lows between the two cabs.
Yeah,
That's
Just
cool.
like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he tracks it.
just
Yep.
like when I
Kinda
track
idea.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool.
So
You're
it's-
able to
it's perfect
reproduce it
for me.
live.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm always curious with the gear. I mean, now it's like the hot setup now. Everybody's getting back into the orange stuff.
I noticed
We
that.
were
yeah.
always
Yeah.
just kind of like, what could you find on the side of the road?
Yep.
Yeah,
What could you get on Craigslist for $70?
yeah.
And that's kind of,
Yeah.
The older
over
shit's
the years,
so much
like,
better.
I only have a Mesa Boogie because I found a triple rectified head for $300.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
That's
that's, the
like
only
never
reason I
seen-
have
insane.
it.
never sell that.
So it was always
Like,
about
not even for a
that
single
deal you
rectifier.
can't turn down. I would just buy it even if I didn't need it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to start a band, and I'm
Yes.
like, all right, I got my guitar stuff. All right, now I got a
Top of the
drum
line
set that I
stuff.
found on the side of the road.
Yes.
All right, now I put together a bass rig just so I can entice someone to get in here and play with me.
yeah.
So it was kind of always stuff like that.
Absolutely.
It's so funny too. Like, I mean, I love talking about gear too. Like, I fucking
That's all he talks about.
yeah.
All right, so let's talk your drum kit. You like a simple 5-piece guy? Or you got fucking 2 bass drums and a million things. Yeah.
So right before I joined the band, we were just talking about this like on the way up here too.
You're a 2 bass drum guy.
I am now.
Only to
I can
be
see
more
in your
metal.
eyes. You're a
Only to
2
be
bass
more
drum
metal.
guy.
Yeah.
I started playing drums like really early, really young, and my first like real like nice kit, like real drum kit, after my CB kit was a Tama Rockstar,
Yep.
and because of Lars, you know,
Yeah.
like Metallica was so important to everything about who I am today, you know, but
Same up until the Black Album.
yeah, dude. Some people are like, "What do you mean the Black Album's amazing?" Like,
Well,
I don't know.
That's the one that got me
All,
into
man. That's
metal.
the last one.
Oh yeah. No,
I
and
like-
Justice.
I
I like Ride the Lightning the best.
I like
Yeah.
Cliff and Dave Mustaine in the band.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
Yeah.
started at black and went backwards.
Yeah.
You know.
Ride the Lightning is like my go-to shuffleboard playlist. I get to the Vets Club and I don't fire on some Ride the Lightning and piss everybody off in here.
Yeah, that album. It has like a distinct sound to it. It's really like
No bass.
dark. Like a
Yeah,
dark-
that's true. There isn't much bass in the
Yeah.
record. I'm curious to see if you're still going to be a 2 bass drum guy after your first couple gigs.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
So, I
It
think
seems
so
like these
because-
days. Oh, go ahead.
Well, with the 2 bass drums right now, I've never done that. Like what? Like
Is
what I
the
was gonna
pedal
say-
position different from a dual bass pedal or a double bass pedal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going like this now, you know.
Before you're in a
your
straight line.
hi-hats, your hi-hat gets in the way of like the tom too. Like
Oh,
so
I
you
didn't
have
think
to
of that
have-
because your hi-hat's going to be more left now?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first started playing it, I was all fucked up because my hi-hat was like over here.
Yeah, you got to be hitting it over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Because like the bass drum's in the way of the hi-hat stand.
Yeah.
So you need like a 2-leg hi-hat stand with like a clamp.
I was saying, they
or
make
a
those like
no-leg.
clamp racks that go around the bass drums too, right?
Yeah, so I have something set up where I actually modified the 3-leg hi-hat stand, so it's right on the side of my kick drum pedal now.
Okay.
But yeah, I never played a double bass, and actually before this band, I had just like rebuilt an old Pearl kit from the '80s, and it's like a 14-inch rack tom, a 16-inch floor tom, 22-inch bass drum. That's it. Just three drums and a.
Yeah. Super simple.
He's like a musical science.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's a power violence kit.
yeah. And no double bass, just single kick.
Oh, single kick. Yeah.
Yep, I've been playing single kick probably for the last like 10 years off and on when I was playing drums. And then, I joined this band and instantly I was just like, I need a double bass kit.
Yep.
Like this, like just like thinking about that logo on two bass drums. Like,
Yeah.
It was just.
I know
like,
it's
what the fuck,
annoying
man?
because like what you gotta say about the backlining nowadays?
Yeah. I was gonna say it's far and few in between. It seems like you get to even
Use your own kit.
use your own.
Yeah, there's always a
kit
fucking
in this-
backline.
in this type of
Which is annoying because we
environment.
tune our shit to a certain sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
depends.
we don't know
like,
what your kit's gonna sound like. Is it gonna make our sound a little funny? You know what I mean?
The shows that you have coming up. So the Widowmaker show, there's only a few bands, so you bring your own kit
I
to
think
that,
we'll
no
be bringing
problem.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
you bring your own to that.
And we're playing first.
And you're playing first,
Yeah,
so you're good there.
So get there early.
Yeah, and then I don't know anything about the place in Salem. Is that a backline show?
From what I've been told, I think it's.
I think it
getting
is.
backlined.
It's a smaller venue.
Yep.
So get there too as well, because I heard that is going to be very close to selling out Cognitive Plane and everything.
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah. What's the date on that one?
March 29th.
29th, Salem. The place has 2 locations. It's the Salem one.
Yeah, it's the Salem one.
Yep.
Yes.
That's good because Lowell's not fun.
No, it's a
Yeah.
far drive, but still.
Yeah.
That's a stacked lineup too. So.
Yeah. Salem is far drive, but it's a fun town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to
Oh,
Bit
yeah,
Bar.
it is.
That's what I'm going to do when I'm there. I'm going to go to the show. I'm going to go to Bit Bar.
Nice.
They get the best bison burger.
I've been there.
Yeah, the place is awesome.
Yeah.
All old video games.
So check it out.
Yep. I learned about. I was there October one year, obviously, because that's what you do in Salem. That's the first place they ever had a shipyard pumpkin with a shot of vanilla vodka in it.
Huh.
Life changing.
Very Salem, Massachusetts sounded.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yep. They called it a candy corn. It was delicious. So you got the 2 shows. You got the EP. How many songs are on the EP?
5.
5 songs. Yep. So we got the 2 that are out now. We have the title track, right?
Yep.
Vengeance Through Violence and The Deceiver.
Yep.
Do you guys want to play a little teaser of one of these on the show? What are you thinking?
Sure. Yeah. Let me see if
Any particular one?
see if this has. Hold on.
Oh, I have the 2 pulled up. Oh, we're gonna do like we're gonna do a drop.
Else, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Boy, we came
I don't know.
prepared.
I did it running out real quick, so I don't know if it has the right thing on there, but check it out.
We're about to drop something right now.
What would hear is grocery list by accident.
Yeah, right. Yeah, seriously, right?
How do I do this? I'm trying to think, because I only have one. No.
New school computers. C's.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I have a single USB here, but
Oh,
that's
it's
what
the
connects it
C.
to the board.
Oh.
But if you can give it to me another way,
I can email you one.
yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll play one of the, but we're gonna do an exclusive,
Fuck yeah.
an exclusive drop.
No.
All right, good. Well, while we're waiting for the technology to catch up with that, we'll continue on. So you got the EP coming out tomorrow. It's going to be on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
Buy it on iTunes or Amazon, or just get it for free like everyone else on Spotify.
Yep. Hopefully Spotify shows up with that dump truck for the money soon.
That's what we're hoping, you know. Obviously, you know.
Oh, I didn't look at this before. I'm actually curious to see. So now that you've got 2 songs on there, Spotify builds Cooked Alive Radio. Have you guys looked at this yet?
I've been listening to it a lot lately, just to see who else they
Who they
categorize it with.
Lump in with
categorize?
it. Yeah.
And I'm hearing all sorts of bands I've never heard of before.
Do you think they categorize you with people that make sense with what you're listening to? Like, do you think your Cooked Alive Radio will be different than mine?
Yeah, probably.
It may be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know how all those algorithms
So
really work.
I'm gonna read through mine quick right now.
It's
so
like multiple algorithms.
So on my Cooked Alive radio, I've got Vengeance Through Violence. That's the EP title, right? Yep.
No, the EP title Style Causing
Causing
Violence.
violence.
Oh, Style Causing Violence. The song is Vengeance Through Violence.
There's a lot of violence going on with us. so-
Yeah. Maybe that's why you guys got fucking deleted from fucking Instagram. Yeah, you gotta like use the keywords. We're still trying to figure out what the keywords are so YouTube doesn't cancel us.
That post also
we might
said
find out in about 2
burn the
seconds.
house down. So it might have
Oh
something to
yeah,
do
they
with
don't like
a house
burning.
down.
They don't like burning on things. I've noticed that. I on Facebook. I said something about burning something, and I told some guy to set something on fire because he had like ugly wheels on a car or something. I'm like, he was asking what tire size you should. I'm like, you should just set those on fire, and it was like, this comment is deleted because it's offensive.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he had fake splits. There's no room for fake splits in this world.
You can't glue bolts on. That's not the way to do it.
No decorative rivets. So yeah, on my Cooked Alive radio, I'll just read the first 5 or 6 here. I've got Cooked Alive. I've got Street Power. I've got Gates to Hell. I've got Scalp.
It's the same I'm getting. That
Yeah,
same, group
same
I'm
one.
getting.
Yeah.
We
World
get
Domination,
Gates to Hell's
Stab.
always there.
Yeah, Gates to Hell.
Ingrown's always there.
Tribal gaze.
Oh yeah, Tribal Gaze,
Gaze is in it.
Defense Wounds. I got Held Captive on here.
But I see that they go
held
geographically
captive?
too, because a lot of the bands from around here are popping up in it.
Yep. You got Fuming Mouth.
Yeah.
Speed. Hysteria. Shades of War. Yeah, most of these I know.
I wonder if that would happen if you were in like a different state too. Like if
You
it would
get paired with the bands from that state.
Yeah, that sound like or
think you
if it's just
the first time I listened to the Cooked Alive radio, Held Captive came up and played. So
Yeah.
I think it's got to do with geographic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doing
so-
technology things.
Right.
Okay.
Shouldn't you just be able to tap one
Well,
thing to the other and make it go to
if
the other
he-
thing? Yeah.
He,
Like,
could-
my-
he might be able to airdrop it to me. That's possible too.
I was like, I keep my work phone next to my regular phone, and all of a sudden, all my work contacts are in my
For the
regular
record,
phone.
since it's an email, you're getting the MP3 and not the high quality. But you know,
Yeah.
You
Well,
got
that's
the
good
point.
because if it was a WAV file, it would take forever. And the internet in
that's
here
what I
is
figured. Yes.
the internet in here is fucked. So I'm tethered to my phone right now for internet too. On top of it.
Let me know if that goes through.
All right. I'm hoping that I had the Ethernet cable plugged, but it's not fucking working today. It's one of those days where like nothing's working correctly, but I'm making it work. Even my dock thing that I usually have, I left. Cassie used it for the projector at the yoga studio the other day, and I forgot to grab it. So this is Chuck's.
Oh,
So that's why if I had mine, I would have the port for the
extra
USB.
port. Yeah.
But I texted her right when I got here, and I'm like, yeah, I usually bring that fucking dock that's in the fucking projector bag right now. Well, I don't have the projector bag. I hate technology sometimes.
For sure. I hate the internet. I hate computers.
You can't hate computers. You like
live off computers.
I know,
bro.
but I'm sorry. I hate the internet and like social media and things like that. Even though I know you have to do it in today's world, it's part of like everything, but totally not into it.
I just don't like when everything like how there's only one USB port on that, and
Not
that's probably
anymore.
like a new MacBook.
Not
Dude,
anymore.
what? This is a new MacBook and it has 4 USB-Cs. That's
See,
it.
I was gonna say I have a new Mac.
an older one, and it like my old MacBook Pro has like 3 USB.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the old
I have no
ones.
regular
All C
USBs.
now. I have the Mac like home, the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like an iMac.
Yeah, iMac,
Yeah.
and it's all C ports.
yeah.
I had to get an adapter to use the, you know what I mean?
That's,
I got like,
that's so
Yeah,
crazy.
I have like this fucking bullshit dock adapter.
you need to get yourself one of them adapters that have like the 16. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah,
That's
what I have at home.
Yeah.
my home set because I can't. I hate this keyboard too. I need like a clicky regular keyboard.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have a monitor and a keyboard, and I have like a USB-C dock that's fucking bigger than my computer.
The adapters are like ridiculously expensive because you have to buy the Apple ones too. Like I had to just get the FireWire ones
Yep.
for old interfaces, and it was pretty expensive. You have to
Yeah,
get
there's
3
fucking
different
FireWire.
ones.
The Apple with their stupid proprietary plugs.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I am wicked glad that the new iPhone is USB-C now, like the rest of the
Yes,
fucking
I just
world.
Got it. I just got it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's so much better. Logan the Huge. My Cooked Live radio is Cannabis Crypt, Hospital Bomber, Arc of Violence, Nuisance Alley, and the Amputation. So those are all different than mine.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. Ernie Dahl is, what does Cooked Alive mean? So,
Oh, perfect.
Ross, briefly discussed this at the Wasp Mother show. But why don't you give the rundown while I try to learn how to use this technology and make your song play through the interwebs?
So Cooked Alive, like obviously most people would think right off the bat it's like someone on fire.
Yeah.
It more has to do with like
My inspiration for it was a person burning in a trash can.
and that T-shirt design you
Which
did
is
for us
fire,
pretty sweet.
which will be coming out eventually.
But it's more about like suffering through life.
The feeling you get,
It's about going through like tragedies. We've all lost
pain,
friends, to
suffering.
drugs, suicide, you know?
Violence.
It's that gut feeling you get.
Like when someone asks you how you're doing, like my answer is the suffering continues and I endure.
yes.
That's
Like
You ever
when
feel that
when
That's
people
exactly
when
what
people
it
ask
is.
me how I'm doing at work, that's my answer.
Do you know that burning inside when something really bad happens to you and your body feels like it's burning from the inside out?
Yeah, yeah.
And your bee feels like you're being cooked
Yeah.
alive? It's
That's
that
it.
feeling.
Okay, I like it. I like that you also said like when you were like just riffing names, you like asked your mom, like, "What do you think of Cooked Alive?" It's like that's terrible. I'm like, sick.
Perfect.
That's the name.
Perfect. That's what-
I kind of use my mother as a gauge for a lot of my creative stuff.
My mom did
the
the
more
same thing.
the more it upsets her, I know I'm on the right.
the more it tracks. Yeah, yeah.
My mom's the opposite. She'll let me know. She's like, it's not hard enough. Get it together.
That's fucking.
Could be way more offensive.
Chill, mom. Jesus
Right.
Christ.
I got like everything's
I
good
remember
except for
we
those
had-
demonic vocals.
We had that. Anthony actually makes all these little preview videos for us and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
too. And we had the one with all the old footage of the people doing medical experiments and cutting open bodies and stuff.
Yeah, those are fucking wild.
And I
Yeah.
showed that to my mother, and she was like visibly upset. Like she wanted me to go to church. And then even
Fuckers need Jesus.
Right?
Our-
It's just
our
the reality of our world.
our show flyer too for the first one that got canceled, it had some artwork on it of like this woman that was like tied to a stick, and they were clearly bringing her to burn her, and she got so upset, like she didn't even care that we had a first show book. She was just like, "What is wrong with you people?"
Like it's a real photo.
Yeah, right.
Just for visual effect.
Obviously, that was
Don't
what's
worry.
going to happen that night as well.
Yeah.
The only way I can sleep at night.
We must sacrifice the virgin before we start.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, we came to the wrong place, boys. Let's move along.
I'm still
you doing,
trying to
Johnny?
make this work. Not
Yeah.
great. I'm having a fucking terrible
Can
time
we just
here.
play it on the phone into the microphone?
No, this whole
say that.
this whole single
how we demo
USB
shit
thing
in
is
the studio.
fucking me right now. Because the USB from the board.
You have an iPhone?
Well, no, yeah, that's a problem. I have it on my phone. I need to get it to the board. And I'm trying to think of how to do it with all of this shit plugged into the board. Because normally I have a USB that goes from my computer to this, but the board needs to go to the fucking YouTube. The YouTube is what's fucking me right now.
What about when you like your mom called and your phone was just plugged in?
We didn't have YouTube then.
Oh, so that's that.
Because
cable. Okay.
my computer is plugged into the USB on the board, but now the board needs to plumb to the computer to make the YouTubes happen.
That's why I have an analog console.
The YouTubes.
And the
So I'm
analog
trying.
guy
I'm trying to
starts-
connect to this via Bluetooth. Is what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh boy.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So when you guys lose us in the next 10 seconds, you'll know why.
I hate Bluetooth. I hate a lot of things, apparently.
Here we go.
So negative.
Here we go. I got it.
You got it?
It's gonna work.
Players hate her ball.
Yeah, right. Hate. Anger, pain, destruction. That's my motto,
Came
you know?
back in time just to hate on you.
Bingo. All right, I got Bluetooth now.
All right.
It should be the cell phone symbol, I think.
This
Oh,
is my
there's this
phone.
Bluetooth symbol now too.
Sacrificial Suffering. It's the
Maybe.
5th track off the EP. Oh. There it is.
I'm gonna flip this fucking table.
That's the idea. That's the idea.
I gotta cut it out because if we play more than like a minute of a song on
You might get taken down
Yeah,
for
we're
inciting
gonna-
some violence.
Yeah, well, that and the internet's dumb, and they think that it's like, oh, this song sounds like a song, so we're gonna assume that you
Strike ya.
copyright infringement of something.
Yeah, hit it with the 30 seconds.
But yeah,
Even
man.
though the band is sitting here saying we can play it.
Yeah,
Still
right.
not okay. Yeah.
Well, you can play it in 30-second increments.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
fuck, that
tomorrow
rips.
you can listen to
You
it.
can listen to the whole song.
Whole-
So what's the
whole
name of
thing.
that song?
Sacrificial Suffering.
Sacrificial Suffering.
Well done, boys. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Appreciate
it
it.
fucking
Thank
sounds
you.
killer. So we got 5 tracks.
5 tracks. And I know
You're gonna
5
get
seems
3
like
new.
less.
You're gonna get 3 new tracks tomorrow.
But they're longer than your average songs. You know, you're getting a whole like 20, 25 minutes worth of material. You're not getting like 5 minutes of songs.
Yeah, 25 minutes of material is like 6 EPs from another band.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So people hear 5 tracks and they're thinking like, what the fuck? But it's like, no, it's
This is a lot of material.
yeah, it's a lot of material.
Yeah, and you guys are writing now still, you said,
Yes,
right?
there's new songs coming. We just wanted to, slowly put
It
it out
was a
there.
lot of repetitive of, Anthony came in, so then we had to teach him on the songs,
Yep.
and then
We went through like 3 drummers.
We lost our drummer, and then Anthony started playing drums, so then we had to teach him the drums.
Drums.
Yeah. Anthony
And then
doesn't
we
belong
got
on
Russell,
drums.
so
Look
then
at this
we had
guy.
to
He can't
teach
be on the
Russell
drums.
No way.
drums. So we wrote all the songs, and then we went through teaching 3 different people the music.
Yep.
Now here we are. We're tight. We're ready to go. And now we're jumping back into writing the music,
Yes.
which is already stepping into something a little different and a little more, I wouldn't say advanced, but
Technical, a little bit.
It's
A little
already
bit.
progressing a little bit from where it is.
It's different from the first EP.
I wouldn't say technical. We're not genting or becoming
Yeah.
like some.
Yeah, you're not trying to do like a
technical
math
metal
core.
band. No,
some
absolutely
fucking-
not.
yeah.
But just a little more.
But just adding different people after the
Elements.
songs are written.
Different
Now you're
elements.
going to have a different dynamic
Yes.
anyway,
Yes.
just
And Russell-
naturally.
Russell's actually writing the music with us now, and he
Yeah.
has, really good insight to,
yes.
just a lot of different styles. He can do the hardcore stuff like flawlessly. He can do the old school metal stuff flawlessly. He can do the more up to date metal stuff flawlessly. So, and he has really good ideas for the structure and building, and even like little intros or little kind of like nuances that you're not necessarily gonna pick up right off the bat. He's got like this beautiful ear for it that just like gives us
Beautiful
a
ear. Got a beautiful ear.
It's a good thing they're covered up with headphones right now. So I just went from 6 to midnight.
It's true because he does the drums, so I can concentrate on bass. So I can actually write like dope bass riffs that aren't just like you said, following the guitar.
Yeah.
I can do cool shit and not have to like write the drums. They
Which
can
is
take a little bass
unexpected
and do
for a
this.
metal band.
Absolutely.
Now, as far as these, obviously you guys had like the DIY show at your practice space. These events you have coming up, how are you feeling about playing in front of a big group of people for the first time in a while?
Awesome.
It's been a while.
I can't wait.
I'm
Hyped.
pretty pumped about it.
I was meant to
Yeah.
do this shit since I was born.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
literally, that's my. You know what I mean? I don't get no fears or scares. I'm enjoy to see the fact of creating something that didn't exist and we made it and created it and presented it to the world and other people take that in and reciprocate it to us and it becomes a cycle of energy. It's just
Yeah.
the best feeling you could ever have.
I
in
agree
the
with
room.
it's the feeding off the room, the energy in the room is so important because
Yes.
I always had a hard time when you played some fucking. We're playing like Vermont in front
Yes.
of like 9
And
people
they're
or
all just
something.
staring at you like you're an
I know,
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would be more nerve wracking than if
It is 100%.
100%.
If you have a room of 100 people and you're playing like complete rubbish, it's better than when you play in front of 9 people and sound mint.
Yes.
It doesn't matter at
Yep.
all.
Yes,
'Cause,
the
like,
energy levels.
Energy.
Yeah. We're big on energy, band. We're not like we don't just stand there, just boom. We're big on the energy of the room. We, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We like to interact with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, that's the big thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's, let's face it. The pressure's going to be on you at the beginning. It's
Yeah.
like your first show, Yeah, no pressure.
Hopefully, my old body will hold up.
Yeah, right. You are 50 and everything,
Yeah,
but
50-year-old vessel.
yeah. I'm just trying to think like,
Playing drums.
what's like a 50-year-old guy that is the singer of metal band going to say at the beginning of the set? I mean, I guess we just have to
I
wait
love
to
that
find
Jay's
out.
getting not Jay. Matt's getting all the old man trash tonight. Usually
I know.
it's Jay.
Usually
I
it's
know.
Jay.
Jay's older than me. So.
Yeah, yeah. Well, usually, let's face it. Usually, it's Ryan.
I had to wake Jay up from his
Who
nap
brought the
earlier.
Ben Gay?
His,
Well, Jay had to get a pass from his
Yeah.
nursing home to actually be here right now.
yeah. We got a code silver. We got a missing resident.
The visiting nurse is waiting outside right now.
Yeah.
No, we got Matt's
It's about his medication time. So.
for the first like fucking 2 years we had the show, it was John and old Ryan, not
Yeah,
just
right.
regular Ryan. It's old Ryan. Fucking A. So yeah, we hope to see you at Widowmaker. It's gonna be a great time. Everybody should come out, join us. We talk a lot about Widowmaker here. We talk a lot about music here.
I'm going up the block. I'm going to watch them in the garage.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you'll be right there.
I live around the corner.
Come over tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. You guys got a lot of great stuff in the works. It's fucking cool. Is there anything specific that we missed that we want to touch on? So we'll do a quick review tomorrow. EP out everywhere. Anywhere you listen to music, you find the EP. We've got St. Patrick's Day, Widowmaker with Hate Still Burns, Grasp, Held Captive.
Yes.
March 29th at
Kodo.
Kodo in Salem with Cognitive, Torn in Half.
Bacterial Husk.
Bacterial Husk and us.
Nice.
And we also, we're the new guys, so we're opening both of these shows.
Yep.
So if you want to see us, come on down early.
Show up early, show out,
I mean?
show the people that Cooked Alive who you want to see.
Absolutely.
I want to thank Torn in Half for going out of their way to try to put us on these shows.
Yeah,
up
they
north
really
as
helped us
well.
out a lot.
Yeah, they've
Shout out to
been
them.
fucking gassing you guys up.
Yeah,
It's
they
awesome.
really
They've been good
appreciate you
homies of
guys.
us and really, putting us on for us. So, shout out to them for sure.
Yeah. And that band's fucking tight.
Yeah,
if you
they're
haven't
fire.
listened to Torn in Half, that new split they just did.
Super
it's
fire.
really,
Oh my
really
God.
good.
I've listened to Stained with Remains 9,000 fucking times. That song rips.
For sure.
So good. Love it. Love it. Mapping Gray since the 90s.
That's kind of fucked up, bro.
Who is Phil Shifley? Do we know who that is?
Phil Shifley knows who Live It Serene is, so this is an old head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly who this Phil Shifley is.
He's a shifty motherfucker.
He's watching all you through the windows.
Just hating
Apparently,
on me.
We do have a couple messages here. Let me get to these.
That's great bid means he's distinguished, okay?
That's right.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I think we should start wearing like the powder wigs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Feel better?
Dressed like the dead presidents from
Yeah,
like
yeah,
fucking
facts.
what's the the surfing movie there? Fucking Patrick Swayze and Point Break.
Point Break.
Yeah.
So a common theme here is we have a listener that always sends in as a hot dog a sandwich. Can hot dogs
No.
be cooked alive?
Hot dogs, yeah.
Can they be?
What about
No, they're
hot
not
dogs?
alive. So how can they be
They're
cooked
not alive.
alive?
They can't be
Yeah,
cooked
if you
alive.
light them when they're still a
Are they
Still
still
pig.
alive when you eat them?
Yeah.
if you light the pig on fire.
You do
And
got
ho-
to think about though, from what the band name means, like that hot dog's been through a lot of fucking turmoil.
Yeah.
It's been
very
put
sad
through the
hot dog,
proverbial meat grinder.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about turmoil.
Absolutely.
It's how long Tex Barriers was closed for. That put me in turmoil. That
Yeah, I used to
fucking
be a
love
Tex
Berries.
Berries guy, and I moved to Fall River and found real hot dogs.
I don't
Oh,
eat hot
see,
dogs really.
That's right.
But, I
Tex
will.
Berries and
Dirty Nicks,
Attleboro
baby.
is the hot dogs you want.
Hot dogs depend on how poor I am.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I'm poor,
They
then
do depend on you. The
I'm
more
hot
you are,
dogging.
the more you're eating.
yeah. You know
What
what I mean?
would you do? Are you a Roger Dodgers guy?
I like Rogers,
like
but I
Rogers.
like Knicks too.
Yeah, Dirty Nicks.
And I like.
You never want the one that's up in the elbow crease though. If you get like
been
3
dead
and your
for
boy
years.
gets 3, you never want the one that's in the sweaty elbow.
You know, I take the hand.
Yeah, you want the one down by the wrist.
There's actually
Loved wrist.
Grams, which is kind of
Yeah, I've had
Yeah,
Grams.
that's
over
the
on
one
Brighton
I
Street,
always
yeah.
went to growing up. You know, when I was younger, skating
Yeah,
in Fall
me
River
too.
and stuff.
Yep.
We always went to Grams. We went to Marcucci's.
Yeah,
If you
Marcucci's.
don't know what Marcucci's is, go try their Italian
isn't
with
a-
the mixed.
Marcucci's
What's the
and
one with the
Marzili's.
It's a
double one?
Portuguese
The
bakery
double
that makes an
cheese.
Italian
Steaks
sandwich
or
that'll
J's?
mess
The
your
steak-
fucking
oh, the
socks
steak
off.
sandwiches?
It's wild.
No, the hot dog thing.
Oh.
They're right next to the steak place too.
Grams is right near Marcucci's there.
What's the place? Jay's or Nick's? The two little hot
There's
dog guys,
Nick's.
and they got the place that everyone goes across the street. They got the little
Steak sandwiches?
yeah that everyone likes. The fuck is that place? That's with the A, I think.
Academica.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
You get the
Oh,
$5
it's a
steak
Portuguese club.
sandwiches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you get there's Academica and then there was Caravella next door.
No, that's actually the one I'm talking.
Oh
about.
yeah. So
Carvalho's good.
I
yeah,
mix them up back.
one
and
of the
forth, you know
two
what I mean?
closed now. That's not there anymore. Supposedly, I don't know which one.
Me either.
Down the street
have
from
that
your
Portuguese
house.
Yeah, Rick V. Deb Rogers.
Rogers,
Yeah,
yeah.
you get the Roger Dodgers special. It was like $5. You get 2 hot dogs and fries. You know where?
Rogers has
That's
better
nice.
breakfast
Yeah.
than they have hot dogs.
Yeah,
No,
they
their
do
breakfast
good
is good.
breakfast.
You can't
actually.
get anything for $5.
My parents
No.
went there every Sunday for like 12 years.
You know where I went? I actually had dinner in Fall River Tuesday night at one of my favorite restaurants. I went to Calderas.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They do.
It's
It's
right
like
there next to Happy Garden.
nah, next to the Chinese
Yep,
restaurant
yeah,
across
yeah,
from Bank of
yeah,
America.
Yeah, I went there the other night too.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, for my mom's birthday.
yeah. Pork and little necks.
Yep. Yeah, I did
We could do a
shrimp.
whole Portuguese food episode. I'm telling you.
I did
You
shrimp
get that
Mozambique,
calamari from
Cassica
Estoril?
Portuguese steak.
Oh, that hot garlic calamari from Estoril.
Oh yeah, so good.
Fuck yeah.
Ernie eats O'Gills like 4 nights a week.
That's right. Portuguese steak rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Portuguese steak.
WrestleMania on drums for life.
No poke, no love. Our homie up in Canada. Cheers, brothers. Thanks for listening. So best place to find you guys. Instagram is just at Cooked Alive, right?
Cooked_alive.
Cooked_alive. You do a Bandcamp, any of the other stuff?
All of it.
Yep. Bandcamp, Cooked Alive.
Spotify's, everything you think of.
Yep. Facebook is Cooked Alive Band.
Yep. Oh, if you use that kind of thing.
Yeah, if you use that. But we'll in the show notes we'll put links to all the shit too, so you can find it right from the show notes if you're listening.
Dope. Appreciate. Hope all you guys come out to the show, show some love, introduce yourself, whatever.
Yeah. If you can't make it to Braintree, hit up the Salem gig.
Absolutely.
There's another announcement underway.
Yep.
Sounds like.
There's a couple more coming soon. We just need to kind of nail everything down.
Yeah, details got to get fleshed out.
Some
But
more local.
let's put it this way: like, you guys are fucking day one homies. Like, it doesn't matter if you're coming on the show or not. If there's a show, it's gonna get posted on our page. So if you're listening,
appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
if you're listening, you will get all the Cooked Alive news from us and Cooked Alive. So,
Thank you. Hell yeah.
thanks so much, guys, for coming on. That was a lot of fun.
we gotta
Thank you
Thank you for
definitely
having
gotta-
us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate
we really
it.
appreciate it.
We got to do another 30 seconds on the way out.
Oh yeah. We can hit another 30 seconds of the song. Good thinking. Good thinking.
I'm an idea, man.
Yeah, we'll just play that for the outro music.
That's right.
I can
Towards the end, that's where.
Yeah,
towards the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll give it like the last minute or so, maybe.
Oh, the fucking computer's
That
doing
sounded
crazy things. Yeah, I get the volume too loud. Pretty good spot.
Back it up a little bit.
Go to 3 minutes.
Shouts, Tommy Mac. We'll talk
Yeah,
soon.
I forgot how long that song is actually.
Long.
Yeah,
That's a good spot.
So thanks everybody for listening. St. Patrick's Day, Widowmaker, come see Cooked Alive. We'll see everybody next week.
Come on.
See you.